Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Rebels Radio, brought to you in association with MyFootballClub and the Slough Town Supporters Trust. We are here today to bring you full live coverage of the Evo 6 Southern Premier League match between Histon and Slough Town. We're here at the Glassworld Stadium here in Histon, and it's a lovely stadium as well. If you've never been here before, we're sitting in a stand that's kind of split into two pieces. We're in right next to the away director's dugout. There's quite a few people in front of us, and we've got the tunnel underneath us. And to our left is a goal that's covered with some terracing on it. It's only about 4 or 5 steps back. To our right is exactly the same thing. And then opposite us, all the way along the length of the field, is seats on the far hand side. There's 5 rows of seats, and it goes all the way along. And it's one of the better stadiums that we've been to for quite a while. I'm joined in the commentary position today by Will. Will, how are you?
Good afternoon, I'm very well. How are you?
You might need to talk up a little bit, mate.
Sorry.
That'd be better. I'll turn you up as I go along. Have you ever been here before?
I haven't, but my father has, and he says it's a very nice ground, and I have to agree, it's a very nice, cosy ground. Yeah,
so someone's just going through the teams behind us. So what we'll do is we'll do exactly the same. And what we'll do is we'll keep you not only updated with what happens here today, we'll also run through with you what goes on in the rest of the Southern Premier League games. And don't forget, it is also FA Cup Day, so we've got, I'll give you the Southern Premier teams who are in the FA Cup. We'll try and keep you updated with those scores as they go along. Today's referee is Mr. Richard Kendall. He will be assisted by Spencer Brewer and Mr. Chris Bedell. And we'll start with the home team today, who will be playing in red and black stripes. His goal is Denzel Garrard. 2, Luke Trotman. 3 is Ben Tilney. 4, Evan Key. 5, Danny Rumans, he's captain of the team. 6 is Chris Fulcher. 7, George Root. 8, Tom McGowan. 9 is Josh Oyinson. 10 is Sam Ives. 11, Jordan Nicholson. Substitutes for Histon: 12, Matthew Meacher. 14, Ryan Auger. 15 is Jack Uttridge. 16 is Rogan McGeorge. 17 is Nick Freeman. For the Rebels, no change from the team on Tuesday night. So in goal is Mark Scott. 2, Sean Fraser. Paul Stonehouse wears 3. 4 is Guy Hollis. 5, Dan Hicks. 6, and captain is Adrian Sear. 7, Lewis Putman. 8, Declan Benjamin. 9, Charlie Empire. 10, Charlie Strudden. 11, Warren Harris. 4 subs for the Rebels tonight. We have 12, Adam Martin. 14, Ryan Hope. 15, Gherkin Gockman. And 16 is Scott Harris. And since Tuesday's victory against Dorchester Town, the news is that Gary McDonald has left the club. He's a very experienced player, and he doesn't really need to be sitting on the bench, and the manager decided that the back pairing of Hicks and Hollis is what they're going with. Will, your thoughts of McDonald leaving?
I think it's got to be a big blow because he's got a lot of experience, but it has allowed the younger players of Hicks to come through, who's got a bit more pace, so hopefully that'll help against the quicker teams to come up against. Yeah,
so we'll see how it goes, and the managers are still working on bringing a couple of other players in just to boost the squad a little bit, so we expect a few more changes. What I'll do is just run through with you some of the fixtures from the Evo 6 Southern Premier League that are happening today. Biddeford are playing Stratford. Biggleswade versus Frome. Histon versus Slough, obviously. We've got Hungerford versus Bedworth. Leamington versus Merthyr. Porton Rovers versus St Neots. And Redditch versus Weymouth in the FA Cup third qualifying round. 2 rounds away from getting the possibility of a league team. Just give you some of the teams from the Southern Premier who are playing. Barwell are playing Kings Lynn. Chesham are playing Northfleet. And if that game does finish after 90 minutes as a draw, then Tuesday's Reading Shore Cup match will be postponed, as Chesham will be in the replay for that. Enfield versus Hitchin. Hastings United versus Poole. Kettering versus Bamber Bridge. Maidstone United versus Dunstable. And Uxbridge versus Chippenham. Those are the games that the FA Cup Southern Premier teams are in, and it's also non-league day, and a lot of clubs up and down the country are doing special activities, as obviously there's no Premier League or Championship games with England playing last night. A lot of clubs are doing stuff up and down the country, and we wish all of them the best of luck. We are about 7 minutes away from kick-off, and I think that Histon will be looking for revenge for their 7-1 thrashing earlier on in the season, will ya?
I think it surprised a lot of us, the Slough fans, when we won 7-1. It must have surprised Histon as well, so yeah, definitely looking for revenge, especially so early on in the season.
Yeah, and both teams go into this game looking for 3 wins in a row. The last time that happened for Slough was October last year. On the 1st of October, we got a 3rd win in the league in a row. For Histon, the last time they won 3 in a row in the league was the 4th of November. It's only the 4th ever meeting between these two teams, and Slough at the moment hold the advantage. 2 draws last season. Here at Histon, it was 0-0, and I think that was a game where Slough really should have got something. I remember the captain on the day, Libertucci, who was playing, cleared the ball off the line 3 times in that game just alone, and he was the midfielder. So Slough were disappointed to not come away from that one, and I believe that Histon got a late penalty in the home game. So Slough were looking to be a little bit of a bogey team for Histon, and we'll see how they go today, trying to avenge that defeat. And strangely enough, after that 7-1 victory to Slough, they went off to Chippenham, who were top of the table, and drew 0-0, and then won their next game 5-0. So they obviously had a bit of a talking amongst themselves just to kind of work that out of their system.
Well, hopefully, if we carry on our performance from Tuesday night and carry out with the energy, hopefully we can get a good result here, because we played well, created plenty of opportunities and controlled the game for most parts. So hopefully we can put a little stop to the Histon run and carry on our own run.
Yeah, so one of these teams is going to lose that 3-match unbeaten run, or it could be both of them if it's a draw. And we're just waiting to some of the fans just get into position here. We're just waiting for the teams to come out. Still the tannoy system in the background. If you do wish to contact us, you can do on a couple of ways. If you're a member of MyFC, one of our sponsors, then you can contact us through their matchday chat room. And if not, you can contact us through Twitter, and our Twitter handle, or whatever they call it, I don't know what you call it, Twitter name is at MyFC Rebels Radio. Click on that if you've got any questions you want to ask about today, or just want to follow us and get the latest as we go along. Then that's what you need to do, and we'll try and keep you updated with some of the scores, as there just seems to be an anticipation as the last of the Slough subs just pop across and pop out, and got some just got to be careful of where the ball's being aimed at, because we're in a position where there's nothing in front of us to stop us getting hit. Not like at home where we're sat in a comfy, warm press box, and if the ball comes near, then you kind of like, no, it's not going to worry you. We do have a couple of fans who are also sitting literally right in front of our commentary position, and if you do hear any inappropriate language, then we apologise on that behalf. Not as if you're going to get that anyway, of course, but just in case, we would apologise now. We just seems to be a little bit of a buzz of anticipation, doesn't there? Everyone just seems to be a little bit excited.
I think a lot of the Slough fans hoping to carry on from Tuesday night, and obviously Histon fans hoping to carry on their run and possibly push up the table. So
yeah, and I think the fans are just excuse me, the food here was pretty good. I know the Slough fans, we got to hear on the coach about 1:45, and I know that quite a lot of them have positioned themselves in the bar quite early on, so that they've enjoyed all the hospitality here at Histon, which is also home to the Cambridge FA. They have the big thing to the side. If you saw it as you came in? Yep.
Looks like, I'm not sure if at the back of us, if that's a Cambridge FA training area, or if they're just playing a Saturday match. There's 2 teams out there, I think, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know that Cambridge United are at home today to Portsmouth, so that's going to draw a lot of fans away, because obviously Cambridge and Portsmouth are a big team in the League 2. Yes. So you must be going to see a lot of their fans have gone there for the day. So we'll see what the attendance is like, as just these Slough joint managers are just standing in the dugout area waiting for the players to come out and the referee. And we're just killing a little bit of time. The Slough fans are just sat there waiting for the decision of where to change ends and poised. We're a couple of minutes away from kick-off, so what I'll do again is I'll run through for you the 2 teams today, and I'll start this time with the Slough Town team. In goal is Mark Scott, 2 Sean Fraser, 3 Paul Stonehouse, 4 Guy Hollis, 5 Dan Hicks, 6 and captain is Adrian Sear, 7 is Lewis Putman, 8 Declan Benjamin, 9 is Charlie Empire, 10 Charlie Stratton, 11 Warren Harris. The subs for Slough: Adam Martin wears 12, 14 Ryan Hope, 15 Gherkin Gockman, and 16 Scott Harris. For the home team, Histon, nicknamed the Stoots. In goal is Denzel Gerard. 2, Luke Trotman. 3 is Ben Tilney. 4, Evan Key. 5 is Danny Rumans. He's the captain of the Histon side. 6, Curtis Fulcher. 7, George Root. 8, Tom McGowan. 9, Josh I'm trying to get Oyinson. 10, Sam Ives. 11, Jordan Nicholson. 12, Matthew Meacher. 14, Ryan Orgo. 15, Jack Uttridge. 16 is Rogan McGeorge, and 17 is Nick Freeman, as the players just go through their shaking of the hands, and Slough will be in their all-purple top kit, but for some strange reason today they're wearing the yellow socks, which is very unusual, because normally they wear an all-purple kit, and it just looks really strange actually seeing them playing with yellow socks and the purple.
It does sort of go with the yellow stripe we've got running on the t-shirt, so it's not that strange, but yeah, normally we do see them in all purple, don't we?
Yeah, and Histon are in a red and black striped top with a white numbers on the back, very much like an AC Milan kind of kit colour, if you can see that. And the thing for Slough is, so far this season, Slough beaten, all their wins have come against teams that have played in stripes or multi-coloured two-tone tops.
So we should do well today then.
Well, we hope so. So the referee, Mr. Richard Kendall, is just calling the captains over. Mr. Rumans is already there. Mr. Seary for Slough is just walking over. You can mostly hear in the background the exceedingly loud tannoy system, which I must say has played some of the best music I've heard at a non-league ground. We've had bits of Meatloaf, some AC/DC, This Is the Who or whatever, I don't know. They've been playing some good tunes here.
Some Oasis earlier.
This is
stuff. Good stuff.
So Slough will be looking to carry on the form after Tuesday's great win at home to Dorchester Town, which was to many people on the forum, and if you speak to some of the Slough fans, mostly one of the best performances from Slough in a long time. And apparently the Chesham game has already kicked off, so we must be running a little bit late. We are. It's already gone 3 o'clock, and the referee's just having a very long conversation with the two captains. He still hasn't decided what's going on, and we're still waiting. It looks as though left to right for half as the Histon players go into a huddle. Geared up, they're already ready. Obviously the Stonehouse and Declan Benjamin start again as Histon come out of their huddle. They look like a young side, as the linesman on this near hand side just makes himself known, and we're just waiting for the kickoff to come as the Slough fans just make their way on gas. Histon kick off immediately. Ball's played out on the far hand side to Nicholson. Free header for Fraser. It's well won by Tilney. Tilney side. Hicks with the ball. As the ball plays it out to Stonehouse. First touch for Stonehouse. Man of the match on Tuesday. Plays it down the line looking for Putman. Putman does well just inside the Histon half. Poor touch, so gives it away, and it's one on the far hand side with Trotman. Trotman plays it inside. Balls comes to Nicholson. Nicholson closed down. It's coming through up for Allies, but good tackle by Sear. And Hollis has got the ball. Chips the ball forward looking for Putman, but well won by Trotman. Heads it down to Fulcher. Fulcher, ball over the top, not properly cleared by Hicks, and Benjamin can have a calming touch for the Rebels. Stonehouse with a ball forwards up towards Empire. Empire flicking it on for Strutton. Tackled there by Rumans, the captain, but Strutton has the ball on that far hand side. He's up against Key. And Strutton does well to win the ball. And he's just didn't get a run of the ball there. It's just gone out, and it's a goal kick to Histon on that far hand side. So Slough will be looking for a better start. They've almost already gone it. Last time in the game, Histon scored after 1 minute and 20 seconds. We played 1 minute at 10, and we haven't conceded a goal. So far better than that first game. As the Slough fans just gather, as Gerard takes the kick for Histon. Long kick aimed towards Owinsa. Well won by Hicks, but it will fall to Fulcher. Fulcher heads the ball forwards. And balls come to Ives. Ives, the hard-working player, plays it on the other side for Root. Root apparently making his debut for Histon today, up against Stonehouse. Good battle on that far-hand side, and Root is adjudged to have fouled. And Slough will have a free kick deep inside their own half. And Mark Scott, in his all all fluorescent orange. He's got the matching boots to match. So he's got his orange top, orange pants, orange socks and orange boots. He looks like one of those flags you see at an airfield.
You definitely can't miss him, that's for sure.
Can't miss him, that is for sure. So it's early days here at the Glasswood Stadium, currently 0-0, as Mark Scott takes his free kick for the Rebels, aimed long towards Empire. Empire beaten to the ball by Key, but it's out for a throw-in on the far-hand side. Ball just gone out the ground. And we'll wait for another ball to come on. And Slough have a throw just about 10 yards inside the Slough half. Stonehouse it is. Takes the throw quickly to Putman, gives it ball back to Stonehouse. Stonehouse closed down immediately there by Root. Root's got the ball back off Owinson. He's trying to go down on the far hand side. Up against Sear. Stonehouse comes across. Good tackle by Sear. Ball's out for a throw-in for Histon, which Trotman will go over to take. Trotman looking to take it quickly towards McGowan. McGowan back to Trotman. Just inside the Slough half. Plays the ball across to Fulcher. Fulcher, poor touch there. Beaten to it, and Charlie Empire's got the ball. He's got Benjamin up, but Charlie Empire's bursting into the centre of the field. Is it? Oh, it's a great tackle there by the number 4 for Histon. Evan Key got himself back as Charlie MP looked to burst through, and Slough have a corner. Good play there by Charlie Empire.
Charlie did well to win the ball there. Put the pressure on. I think it was McGowan. Then he used his pace to get him behind, but unfortunately Evan Key kept up with him and got the block in.
So Slough have a corner on this near-hand side, and Lewis Putman's going over to take this one. Strange, as normally it's Warren Harris, but Warren Harris just on the edge of the area, and Slough without the height of McDonald that they've had. Putman takes it. He can't beat the first man. It will come straight back out to Putman, though. Good first touch. Gets a better crossing for the second time. Empire's up! Oh, and he's straight at the head of at the goalkeeper, Gerard. And Gerard gathers, and he just calms it down there. But Slough had a good chance. A good header by Charlie Empire. Rose up as Gerard throws it out to Trotman. Trotman can just bring the ball forwards for Histon towards Root. Root, plenty of time in his own half. Back to Trotman. Trotman trying to bring the ball forward. He's going to cross the field, but that's a poor touch, and Putman can win that one. Oh, he just slips there as he gets the ball, and the ball's back with Rumans. Rumans looking for Owinson on that far-hand side. Up against Hollis. And Hollis does well to shepherd the ball out. It's a throw-in on that near-hand side, on this left side, for Slough. We've played 4 minutes here. It's 0-0. Slough having a good chance in these opening couple of minutes as Hollis takes this long throw. Aim towards Empire. Well won by Fulcher. And Slough get another throw in a little bit further down. Good header though by Charlie Empire.
Yes, it's been quite a balanced start. Both teams creating a few chances. Slough probably getting the better of them. But it's even at the moment.
Hollis, long throw. Well won by Tilney, but only as far as Benjamin for Slough. Benjamin out to Stonehouse. Stonehouse got acres of space on that far hand side. Down the line for Putman. Putman just swapping around lost the ball, and Histon can attack. Well won by Hicks for Slough as far as Putman. Putman can turn. Just got ball came off Fulcher there, and a throw in for Slough on the far hand side. Slough looking to be dangerous. Throw down for Strutton, but well seen by Key. Key with a good clearance down the line, and Ives can't keep that in. It will fall to Hicks. Hicks goes back to his goalkeeper Scott, and Scott's closed down. He hits a long ball forwards again. Warren Harris trying to get underneath that one, but it's fallen to the captain Rumans. Nicholson up against Fraser. Fraser does really well. Warren Harris, first touch of the ball for him, gives it to Fraser. Fraser down the line to Empire. Empire chugs off a challenge there. Chips the ball over for Strutton. Strutton's just in. Oh, and it's just run away from him. And Gerard does really well to come out there for Histon and smother the ball.
There's a great ball through there by Charlie, but unfortunately, Charlie MP that was. Unfortunately, Charlie Strutton couldn't quite bring it under control when he was in on goal.
And now just enjoying these first couple of minutes here as Gerard takes a long kick. Aiming for Owinson, but Hicks is underneath. That will fall to Stonehouse. Stonehouse just boots it straight down, and Charlie Empire's looking to get onto the end of that one. He's being pulled back. He tries it first time, and he's hit it from just outside the area and just over the top of the bar. But again, the pace of Charlie Empire's getting behind this back four. He was clearly being pulled there.
It was a great bit of pace by Charlie to get behind, but yeah, it was, as you said, a definite pullback by Rumans, I think. Unfortunately, Charlie
Histon,
tried to lob.
Histon are just, you can just see their management team just say, watch the ball over the top. But I think Histon were lucky there not only concede, but also that there wasn't some kind of foul given for some shirt pulling. But Gerard will take this goal kick for Histon. Long one. Benjamin and Fulcher underneath it. Fulcher does well to win the first ball, but Stonehouse wins it for Slough as far as Benjamin. Benjamin in the centre midfield, trying to hold the ball up, trying to play the ball over the top. And Strudden will chase that one, but that one will go out of play. And it's a goal kick for Histon. And we've played nearly 7 minutes here. It's 0-0 at the Glassfield Stadium. But Slough having the better of the early play. And Histon just not settled down at the moment. And we'll give you some scores around the games as they go in. As Gerard, long kick. Owinster's up against it with Hollis. Owinster wins the first ball. 2 players for Slough collide. It comes through to Ives. Ives is on the outside the area. And he fires a shot in there just as Sean Fraser was about to challenge. But he fires that one over the top. And there's a goal in one of the FA Cup games that we've got. Was it a league game? It's a league game, sorry. It's Redditch versus Weymouth. It's 1-0 to Redditch at the moment. And
there's a bit of a mix-up there between Hollis and Hicks, both going for the same ball. End up going into each other, which allowed the ball to drop down to Nickel. What was it? It's Ives.
Yeah, Scott with the kick. Empire's up. Just a little touch in the back there, which the referee didn't see. Hicks will win this ball for Slough. Does well to control it. Flicks the ball over the top. This time Warren Harris is trying to keep that one in for Slough on this near-hand side. Does well to get the ball into the box. Rumans can clear, but he gives a corner away, and Slough keep the pressure on Histon here at the moment. They need to make this early pressure count, as Putman's just waiting for a ball to come through there. But Slough having the better of the play.
Yeah, definitely. Just then, Rumans had more time than he thought, and he tried to clear it and completely scuffed it. And he could have cleared it up forwards, but instead he's cleared it out for corner for Slough.
Yeah, so Putman with the corner on this near-hand side. This one's a better corner, but Gerard does really well to take that one in. He looks to break. He throws the ball out immediately, trying to find Ives. Ives up against Stonehouse. Ives takes it in his path, but he can't keep that one in, and it's out for a throw in on the far-hand side. Good release there by the goalkeeper for Histon. Just, unfortunately, the rest of the players weren't on hand. AFC Todden have taken the lead against Tiverton Town in the FA Cup. Oh, that's the league, sorry, Southern League. As the ball's thrown in, it's well won by Histon. Rumans for Histon has the ball. Looks for Tilney. Tilney just has to come short to get that ball. Tries to play the ball through for Owinster. Hollis comes across, and Hollis just bundled over there, and Owinster's just got a knock in the back as the two of them challenge for the ball. And Owinster's still down on the ground. He's going to need some treatment here. So the physio's on immediately. I think he just got a little kick in the back as he kind of like landed on top of Guy Hollis. So we'll just wait to see what will happen. It's going to be a throw-in on this near-hand side no matter what. Just wait to see if Owinster actually gets back up. As Histon's not taking a drink already.
Slough starts off the game playing quite direct, trying to get in behind and use their pace. And it's worked a couple of times. So unfortunately, there's been one or two sort of small fouls which prevented Slough from getting a clear shot. And other times, just not quite falling for them.
Yeah, goal in the FA Cup. Didcot 1, Eastbourne Town 0. As it's a throw here just on this near-hand side to be taken by Tilney for Histon. The referee's just... Wait, I don't know what he's waiting for. Throw the ball on, get the game going. Throws the ball, looking for Ives. I don't think that ball was on, but the ball's down in the far edge, and Hollis cleared. It's another throw in, and referee allows Owinster back on. And again, Tilney with this throw. So he just still hasn't taken the throw. We're just waiting for. He's just slowing the game down a little bit. Throws the ball onto Owinster. Owinster comes off Guy Hollis. And it's a corner to Histon. The referee's just a bit dramatic there with his actions. But it's a corner for Histon. Ives will take this one for Histon. And without tempting fate, Histon aren't the tallest of teams that you'll see out there. But they've got this corner on this near-hand side. Ives will take it. It's an in-swinger. It's right in the place. Good corner, and Scott's just had to push that one away. It's fallen to Benjamin on that far-hand side. Benjamin trying to break for Slough. Goes past two players. Goes past Root easily. And Benjamin's brought the ball all the way from almost his own goal line. He's been challenged again and still got the ball. He's run about 60 yards. Still got the ball. Trying to play the ball to Strutton. And Strutton's lost the ball to Trotman. And I think that Slough were looking for the referee to bring the foul back there. But Trotman plays the ball forwards for Owinster. And Hicks heads the ball back safely into the arms of Mark Scott. Good run there by Benjamin, but several fouls in that play.
I think it was Oyesan took a couple of nibbles at his legs. And as you say, Slough were looking for the free kick, which should have come. Unfortunately, the referee said no, play on, and Slough lost the ball.
Yeah, so Gerard has the ball for Histon. Slough just warming up a couple of substitutes. I think that Benjamin's just maybe feeling his hamstring there. Hicks gets the ball, he's first to it, and Scott has to come out and dives at the feet of Ives to save that ball. And I just think that Benjamin's just saying to the referee, you know, how about putting that back for a foul? As Scott will just drop the ball to kick this ball long. Again, aim towards Empire. Empire up against Rumans. Rumans wins that first header. Empire wins a second, heads it towards Putman. Putman on to his left, gives it to Strutton. Strutton trying to shoot from afar, and it's taken a deflection. It's a corner to the Rebels, and Slough, third corner of the game, trying to put a little bit of pressure on here. Got a goal in the FA Cup. Kettering 0, Bamber Bridge 1. The goal scorer, Brett Omerod, plays for Blackpool in the Premier League, wasn't he? Played. I know he's a Premier League player at one stage. But yeah, Brett Omerod has scored for Bamber Bridge at Kettering. They lead 1-0. So Putman will take this corner for the Rebels. Again, it's on this near-hand side, so it's an in-swinging corner. This time Slough sit further back on the edge of the penalty area, going towards the near post. This time it's a far post one. Empire with a header, but he's couldn't direct it towards goal. It's just headed wide, just past the 6-yard box. But Slough started this game well.
Yeah, definitely creating a couple of chances there early on. Unfortunately, not too many clear-cut chances, but I'm sure it will come. Showing good pace to get behind, good bit of passing. Obviously, Benjamin had a good run, took the ball about 60 yards before losing it. So some good signs early on for Slough.
Yeah, so Gerard will take this goal kick. Long kick aimed towards Owinser. Ince up against Hollis. So Owinser does well to win the header. And it's almost through for Ives, but good defending there by Dan Hicks. Heads that one into the arms of Mark Scott. Good defending by the Slough centre-back there. And Scott just drops the ball looking for a long, again, aimed for Empire. Empire up against Rumans. Rumans again, first to win the header. It's headed out by Nicholson to Owinser. Owinser's first touch plays it back in towards McGowan. McGowan trying to play Owinser in on that far-hand side, but just a little bit too far in front of him. And out for a Slough throw, which Guy Hollis goes to take. And we've played 14 minutes here at the Glasgow Stadium. It's 0-0. Empire flicking the ball on, looking forward a run of Strutton. Strutton surely got a high foot in the face there, but not to for the referee. And Fraser will take this throw in for Slough. Halfway inside the Histon half. And he's looking for a long throw. Empire's going to make a bit of move. Empire's calling for the ball for Slough. Putman makes a good move towards the ball. Putman can turn on the inside, on his left foot. Oh, he's trying to release Stonehouse on the far hand side. It comes out to Fraser. Fraser to Warren Harris. Warren Harris tries to turn. Goes past. Oh, good challenge there by Till. It's a throw in right by the corner flag for the Slough.
And Hollis has come forward to take the long throw in. Hicks has made his way up as well.
Yeah, Hollis is taking the throw. Dan Hicks has come up for this one. And it's going to be a long throw into the box. Hollis just winding up for this throw. Aims for Empire. Empire trying to flip ball. It's headed away by Histon, but only as far as Fraser. Fraser will play it back to Hollis. Hollis flicks the ball in immediately. Key this time with the header. Out towards Nicholson. Nicholson can't header it out. And it's another throw for the Rebels. So Slough put in a little bit of pressure on here. And it's another long throw by Hollis. Aimed towards Empire. Empire just can't control it. It's won by Fulcher. Ives up against Fraser. Fraser does well. Warren House flicking that on. Trying to release Sear on that far hand side. Sear up against Trotman. Trotman comes across. Clears the ball well down the line. And Slough have yet another throw in. We've got a goal. It's Uxbridge 0, Chippenham 1 in the FA Cup. So the goals flying in everywhere apart from here at the Glasgow Stadium. Stonehouse with the throw on this far hand side. Takes a quick one to Putman, back to Stonehouse. Stonehouse goes past Roots. Up against Trotman, goes past Trotman, trying to get a cross in. It's deflected. Pushing the back there, surely by... it's fallen to Putman on that far hand side. Good challenge there by Roots. And it's a throw in for... it's just come off a Slough player, as some of the Histon fans don't agree with the...
it was a clear push. Whether it's a penalty or not, I'm not sure, because it's more those 50-50 ones.
It's a push in the penalty area. It's a foul, isn't it? But referees don't give those nowadays. As Hicks wins the header for Slough, fall to Benjamin. Benjamin challenged well by Ives, but he gets the ball back. Releases Fraser. Fraser can bring the ball forwards for Slough, up against Nicholson. Brings the ball, keeps going. He's up against the penalty area, brings it back to Benjamin. Benjamin making himself available. Fraser's still there. Fraser's made a bit of space. Gets it back to Benjamin. Slough needs to get the ball into the box. Benjamin does that. Puts the cross in. It's well headed by... It's only far as Mpe, and Mpe can't direct his header towards the goal, off target. And again, Slough's pressure not counting. They need to make these chances count.
Yeah, still not really a clear-cut chance there, but MP held his man off and got the header in. Fortunately, he put it just wide. It was a tough one because it's looping in.
St Neots have scored from the penalty spot against Porton, so it's Porton Rovers 0, St Neots 1. As Gerard kicks the ball out. Stonehouse with the throw for the Rebels. Aimed again long to Empire, but Trotman with that first header. Putman trying to get it. It's cleared down the line by McGowan. Up to Owinso. Hicks with a good challenge for Slough. And Sear plays out Benjamin. Benjamin's got Warren Harris here out on the far hand side. Harris gets the ball. He's going to have a run at the left back Tilney. He's running towards the byline. He's got Fraser in support. He's going to get the cross in. He does well to get the cross in. It's cleared well by Rumans. And Histon have the ball with Ives. Ives plays back to Nicholson. Nicholson trying to release Tilney, who's on this overlap in the space that's created by Sean Fraser going forwards. Down the line to Owinso, but that's not the good ball there. And Hollis wastes the ball by passing it out of play, but Tilney here on this left-hand side should have done a little bit better with that ball. And throws it forwards for Owinso. Owinso heads the ball forwards. Benjamin can bring the ball down for Slough. He's got time to turn. Plays the ball over the top, looking for the run of Empire. Empire up against Rumans. Empire showing his pace. Rumans does well to come back and defend that one. He's right by his byline. Great clearance. Good defending there by Rumans. As Fraser volleys the ball back in. Fulcher boots the ball forwards, and that will come kindly to the feet of the Slough goalkeeper, Mark Scott. We have played 18.5 minutes here at the Glasswall Stadium. It remains Histon 0, Slough Town 0, and it's just an exact copy of the game here last season. As Empire heads the ball forwards to Putman. Putman can't control it. Fulcher has the ball for Histon, up to Owinso. Owinso's good control, trying to flick the ball over the top. And McGowan comes through, but Hicks does well to challenge that one.
It looks like Histon are trying to play the ball up to Oyasan every time. Use his size and strength and a bit of pace to try and get in behind and hold the ball up.
Yeah, Tilney is with the throw for Histon. And plays it into the box. It's well cleared by Hollis as far as Strutton. Strutton challenged by Fulcher. And that ball will fall safely again into the arms of Mark Scott. Mark Scott's been told to kick the ball long, looking for Putts. Putts just can't get to it. Trotman does well to head that back towards his goalkeeper. And the game's just trying to settle down here. But this same game last season, Slough dominated the game, and Histon's great defending. There's a lovely ball played over the top there for Tilney. Good challenge there by Warren Harris. And Histon just looking a bit dangerous on this left-hand side. Ball's thrown in towards Ives. Ives does well to turn, but Fraser does well to clear it. But only as far as Fulcher for Histon. Fulcher's poor touch by him, gives it to Benjamin. Benjamin can go forwards, barges into Fulcher, gives it to Empire. Empire trying to play the ball for Benjamin, but Benjamin won't be able to catch that one. And Histon fans just, I think in the good old days, that's a fair challenge.
That's a very fair challenge.
Nowadays, that's a foul.
If anything, it was a block by Fulcher, but Histon has shown that they can play the game as well. They're getting a couple of chances, bringing the ball forwards.
Hicks, good header by Hicks towards Benjamin. Benjamin does well to shield the ball. This time he's fouled. And the Histon fans are saying, what was the difference between that and the other one? Well, that's football for you, isn't it? Ball's played out towards Fraser. Fraser, poor touch. Well won by McGowan. Nicholson down the line again for Owinso. Mark Scott comes burgeoning out. Boots this one way down the field. Tilney's underneath it. Does well to clear down the line. Owinso's offside. Hollis has the ball. He can't get involved in the game, surely. He's in an offside position. Why did he try and play that ball? He's given away a free kick. And 21 minutes gone. It's 0-0. And Sean Fraser just trying to steal an extra 5 yards there. And
he's still not
getting some abuse. As Fraser takes his free kick for Slough. Having his arm pulled there by Ewan Key, and the referee saying that's not a foul, but
he's been pulled all the way back.
He's clearly pulling his arm, isn't he?
He grabbed hold of his arm, pulled him so he fell over.
The referee's gone over now just to have a word with the two players, and Q's going, what am I doing? And he's like, well, he's clearly pulling his arm, but hey ho. It's going to be a goal kick to Histon. Gerard will take this goal kick. Just waiting. He's waiting. There he goes. Long kick by Gerard. Aimed again at Oyinsa up against Hicks. Hicks does well to come through and win the header, but can't keep it in play. It's out for a throw-in on that far hand side. Apparently the Clapton game has massive queues. If you go into the Clapton game, you must be having struggling to get in there. Histon have the ball with Key. Key trying to release Root on that far hand side. Scott comes across for Slough, just taps it out. He's got to get back into goal quickly. As Root's going to take the throw, he's going to leave it to Trotman. Trotman will take this throw for Histon. Plays it quick to Nicholson, back to Trotman. Trotman does well to go past Putman. Tries to get across in. That's handball! Surely that was handball! Owens has got the ball anyway for Histon. He's just on the outside of the area there, but the ball clearly hit Dan Hicks on the hand. That had to be a penalty. And the referee, as Tilney plays the ball through, good challenge there by Sean Fraser. He still won the ball. Tilney's got it this time. It comes out of the area. Tilney's still got the ball for Histon. Gives it to Oyinsa. Oyinsa's going to try and put that one. That's too far. But it's got to be a penalty.
That was definite handball there.
Definitely penalty.
I'm not sure.
I think the referee is having an absolute nightmare.
It was definitely a penalty.
That's the clearest penalty you will ever see. I thought he was going to pick it up and run down the other end to score a try for 1 second. But no, according to the referee, that's currently allowed in this game. Unfortunately, the referee is the person, and not the Histon fans in front of us who think that was a penalty. As Key wins the header, Root heads it on for Histon. Hicks comes through. This time he heads it away rather than touches it with his hands. Putman plays the ball. It's only as far as Trotman, and Hicks will come over as Root comes down. Good challenge there by Hicks. Still got the ball. He'll go back to he's playing it right across his box. It's a bit dangerous there. Plays a lovely ball out, but Warren Harris didn't read it. It's out for a throw-in on this near-hand side. In the FA Cup, if we'd have beaten Basingstoke, we would have played Chelmsford. Basingstoke 2, Chelmsford 0. Flood again with the skulls. He's getting some FA Cup goals, is that boy. And it's Histon with the throw here. Tilney looking for Oyinsa. This time Fraser wins the ball. Benjamin's first of all, but only as far as Tilney. Tilney looking for Ives, but Hollis comes across. McGowan with the header. Oyinsa back towards McGowan. Great challenge there by Sear. Benjamin has the ball for Slough inside his own half. Just looking for the option. Plays it to Putman. Putman takes on the referee as well. Putman's got Stonehouse on his outside. Goes out to Stonehouse. Stonehouse trying to play the ball back in for Putman. Can he get the cross in on that fight? He's right on the byline. Gives it back to Stonehouse. Stonehouse does get the cross in. It's good challenge there by Key. And it's headed cross goal by McGowan. And Tilney can clear this ball for Histon. As he's cleared that one. It's a poor clearance and a poor touch by the Slough manager there trying to kick the ball back in. So throw in for Slough. Fraser throws it across towards Hicks. Hicks has now got time to take the ball down. Back to Stonehouse. Stonehouse closed down by Root. Stonehouse trying to go around the outside. Good challenge by Root, but it's a Slough throw on that far hand side. And 25 minutes gone this first half. It's Histon 0, Slough Town 0, but the game is livening up a bit, Will.
Yeah, I think both teams have had chances for free kicks and penalties. Neither team would be particularly happy with the referee at the moment, but at the same time both teams creating chances, but unfortunately neither team has really had a clear shot on goal just yet. No,
and then the cameraman just realised all the action's going in the Histon penalty area, so he's going down there to get some better photographs. We're trying to wait for a ball to come back on. So it's throwing for Slough Fire. You haven't missed anything. We've only just got the ball back in play. Stonehouse plays it in towards Putman. Brings it back to Stonehouse. Sear flicking the ball forwards for Empire. Empire flicks it into the path of Putman. And Empire was just caught there, but Putman's got the ball. Gives it to Stonehouse. Stonehouse shoots. It's blocked well by Fulcher. It'll come out to Fraser for Slough. Gives it to Benjamin. Benjamin, 25 yards out. He shoots. And it's Gerard. And Putman tries to kick it back in. He doesn't get the best of contacts. It's hit Key. And it's come off Key. It's going to be a corner on the far hand side for the Rebels. Empire's just
out, just wide. It fell to Putman, but as he took a shot, he scuffed it and a corner.
Yeah, and Putman will take this corner this time on the far hand side. So this is an out swinging corner. Slough with a bit of movement. This is a good corner. just well cleared by Histon. Well done by Root. And Tilney can bring the ball out for Histon. Slough just being caught on the attack here. Histon with Tilney. Tilney trying to play in Root on that far hand side. Root up against Harris. He cuts inside. Looks for the ball to Ives. Ives up against Hollis. Good defending by Hollis. It's come to Nicholson. Nicholson's running all the way across goal. He tries to get a shot. It's a good shot. Oh, and it's just wide of the post. And it was one of those daisy cutters, low trickling towards the goal. Looked like it was going in. Mark Scott dived, beaten, but it went the wrong side of the post.
Scott stretched himself as far as he could and almost went in slow motion for a second. It was that slow. But yeah, as you say, just wide of the post. Couldn't be far off.
Didcot are 2-0 up against Stratford Town as Mark Scott places the ball down. As Histon looking dangerous on the counter-attack coming from that Slough corner. His long kick by Scott up towards Empire. Up against Rumans. It will fall for Tilney. Tilney will let that roll out of play for a throw-in for Histon. And he's looking again for Owinsa. This time it's way over his head. Hollis can clear. And it's a throw-in again, just a couple of yards further down the pitch for Histon. But again, this game last season, Slough had loads and loads of chances. Histon defended defiantly. It ended 0-0. Does it look the same again today, Will?
Well, hopefully it'll be more like the 7-1 earlier on the season. Hopefully in Slough's favour, of course.
Owinsa does well to get the throw-in from... and I don't know why he's got a free kick there. He had the ball and Hollis came in front of him, took the ball off him, but apparently that's a free kick. And Histon get a little bit of payback after that non-penalty.
Possibly. Compared to the other challenges similar to that earlier in half, which hadn't been given a free kick, that was very soft.
Yeah, and the sound manager's having a word with the linesman on this side, but it's a free kick to Histon about 40 yards out. Tilney will take it on this left-hand side. He's right by the near dugout, right by the away side dugout. Tilney with the free kick for Histon. He's played it in. Owinsa's up. It's been headed out by Empire, and it falls to Warren Harris. Warren Harris can bring the ball forwards for Slough. He's got two men on the far hand side. He's looking for Putman. Trotman does well to head that one away, and Key will pick it up for Histon. He kind of hooks that one down the line for Ives up against Stonehouse, but he does well to keep it in, does Ives. Good play. He's got the ball. He's going to find Owinsa on the far hand side up against Fraser. Good defensive header by Fraser, and it falls to Warren Harris, and Warren Harris is closed down by Tilney. Comes out to Fraser, and Fraser will go down the line. And Fulcher does well to get in that first header, but Charlie Empire will pick it up for Slough. And Benjamin can bring the ball. It breaks. Again, Histon fans don't agree with that. Benjamin just trying to go through. He just runs the ball over the top there. And it's a corner.
I wouldn't say it was handball. I think it was more ball to hand. The ball's just bounced up onto his hands. Yeah, not much he could have done to get out of the way
It bounced up
there.
and hit his elbow, which was kind of behind him. But the Histon fans are not loving Mr. Kendall here today. But it's a corner to Slough. And again, Lewis Putman goes over to take this. We're just waiting for Putman with an in-swinging corner. He's going to take this one. We're just waiting for Putman to take this corner. This time it's a good hard driven. It almost beats the first man. It's actually flicked into the danger zone. Gerard comes to clear. Only as far as Benjamin. Benjamin shoots. Blocked by Owinsa. And Nicholson will pick it up for the Stoots. Gives the ball. He's done well to go. He's tackled there by Warren Harris. And it's a throw for on this near side for Histon. Hastings United 0, Poole Town 1 in the FA Cup is the latest score.
Histon's keeper Gerard doesn't seem too comfortable catching the ball. So far he's punched their way out every opportunity he's had.
Yep, Tilney again looking for Owinsa. Owinsa does well to win the header. Only as far as Sears. Sears closed down immediately by two Histon players. They go back to Scott. Scott's chased down by Nicholson. And Nicholson's just caught Scott there, but... long ball by Scott. It's up for Stratton. Stratton will do well. He's won another corner and Slough keep the pressure on. And it's another corner. Putman's going over to take this one again. Is Stratton going to take it? He's going to let Putman take it. No, he's going to let Putman take this corner. And Slough again send forward Dan Hicks. Stratton makes a little run to make it look like a short corner, but I think Putman's going to put this one in the box. Needs to put it right on the penalty spot. So the referee's just having a word with Owinsa and Hicks. Just a little bit of pushing and shoving there going on in the box. As Putman takes this corner. This one's aimed long and high. It's headed away by Rumans, only as far as Warren Harris. Warren Harris flicks it back in. Rumans again with a header, this time only as far as Benjamin. Benjamin will give it to Stonehouse. Stonehouse will look to get this cross in. This time he puts a lovely cross in, just over. Put too much on that. Gerard does well to take it in his hands. And Slough got to be careful because Tilney's making a run down his left-hand side. But Gerard goes long, aiming for Ives. Stonehouse wins that first header for Slough. Falls to Root. Root for Histon. On the right-hand side, he's got Trotman on the overlap. Cuts back onto his right foot to Nicholson. Nicholson's got time to take a shot. He shoots. And that one's way wide of the goal. But at least he's trying.
Yeah, Histon are definitely having a go at this. They've had a couple of chances, and they are causing Slough a couple of problems at the back, especially Roots getting down their right-hand sides, and there's Oyasan down the middle. He's got big and strong, he's quick, causing Hollis and Hicks a couple of problems.
Porton Rovers nil, St Neots 2, Basingstoke 2, Chelmsford 1. Chelmsford got a goal back there in that FA Cup game. And Slough could have been there if they'd have beaten Basingstoke, but never mind. Ball's played up, well won by Rumans, and it's out for a throw-in for Slough. And ball's flicked through. This one's come off Tilney. It'll be a throw for Slough, and this time they're going to leave this one for Hollis. Hollis is going to put this one in the box. Slough decided not to send Hicks forward. We played 33 minutes here at the Glasswood Stadium. It's Histon nil, Slough nil. Slough have maybe the better of the possession, but not maybe the better of the chances. As Hollis takes this long throw, aim towards Empire. Empire will header that towards goal, just heads that wide, and it's out for a goal kick. And Slough just got a little bit maybe route one rather than playing it on the floor where they were getting a bit of pace from Empire before. Yeah,
definitely. I think the Slough midfield's being bypassed a little bit at the moment. Haven't really had much chance to get the foot on the ball and play it around. And trying to go a bit route one. It's not quite worked so far.
Gerard with the goal kick for Histon. Hollis comes over, wins that first hit. It will fall for Strudden. Strudden, good touch, but loses it to McGowan. Just catches McGowan there, and it's a free kick for Histon, just on the almost on the halfway line. Histon let Key take it. Key's looking for Ayunsa. That's played a little bit forward. Scott will come all the way across and just picks that one up there. So it's a little bit overcast here at the Glasswood Stadium. As Scott takes a long kick forwards, again aiming for Empire. Empire up against Rumans. Rumans wins that first header. Sear wins the second one for Slough. Can't be flicked on. It's come to Fulcher. Fulcher touches that one out of touch. And Slough have a throw-in just by the home dugout. Fraser to take this throw-in for Slough. He's just looking for an option. It's going to throw it towards Empire. Empire does flick the ball on. Strutton's up against Rumans, but Rumans sees that one out safely for a goal kick to Histon, and Slough fans just a little bit quiet behind the goal.
Yeah, there's a good gathering of Slough fans, but not making much noise at the moment. So
yeah, I think Slough seem to have taken their foot off the gas a little bit and
a little bit, yeah.
Not playing through the ball on the floor as much. And long kick by Jura, aimed for Oyens up against Hicks. Both miss the ball. Fraser wins it for Slough. This time it's flicked on by Sear. Slough up towards Strutton. It's Rumans who does well again. The captain for Histon's having a good game here. As the ball closed down, Fraser heads it into the area for Benjamin for Slough. Benjamin's trying to go. He's just got. He's looking for a free kick there. As Histon played the ball down, and it's Ayunsa up against Hicks. Hicks does really well to win that ball there for Slough, and he can bring the ball out for the Rebels. He's going to play it long towards Strudden. Strudden does well to keep the ball in on that far hand side, gives it to Warren House, but just a touch behind. He plays it to Fraser. Fraser will bring the ball forwards for Slough, trying to flick the ball over. Rumans again for Histon with the header. It's come to McGowan. McGowan's caught by Fraser, and it's a free kick. Signalled by the linesman, not by the referee. McGowan trying to take it quickly, looking for the run of Ives. Ives has got in behind the Slough defence. He's up against Hollis on this near-hand touchline. It's closed down by Hollis. He's done well to keep the ball in. He's trying to turn him. Does well, does Ives. Plays it off Hollis, and Fraser can clear for Slough, stopping it go for a corner. It's out now for a throw-in. And the Histon fans in the stand are quite vocal, aren't they?
Yes, and not very unbiased either.
As it's a quick throw by Tilney to Ives. Ives up against Fraser. Ives gets the ball in. And that was almost a goal-bound shot there by Ives. Fingers across, but the wind caught it, and Mark Scott takes it in his hands. Slough go long. This time with Mark Scott, long kick. Rumans does it again. He's winning every single ball in that defence for Histon, and Slough will need a different tactic if they're going to get anything out of this game. They're going to leave it for a quick throw for Fraser. Fraser looking for an option. Gives it to Sear. Gets the ball back. Goes back to Sear. Sear will play it to Benjamin. Benjamin's got time to turn. Gives it to Fraser. Fraser's going to get caught on the ball there by McGowan. And that's a cheap free kick there. Given away by McGowan.
He had his hands all over him though.
And Slough take the quickly. Benjamin with the ball for Slough. Slough looking for an option. Fraser's got the ball. Back towards Benjamin. Looking for the run from Warren Harris. A good ball by Benjamin. Warren Harris draws it in. Oh, he's played all the way across. It's hit the side netting by Putman on that far hand side. Straight across the face of the goal. Not a Slough player could get a touch.
There's a great
wrong
run.
angle for Putman, maybe.
Yeah, it was a great run by Warren Harris down this right hand side. Well found by Benjamin. He was able to get the ball across the goal. Unfortunately, no one was there to tap it in. And it fell to Putman on the opposite side of the goal. Had a tight angle and he couldn't put it in. He just put it just wide.
Yeah, and Gerard will take this goal kick for Histon. It remains after 37 minutes here. It's Histon 0, Slough Town 0. Iensa will come and win that one. Good challenge by Hicks, and Hicks has won the ball for Slough. Plays it out to Warren Harris. Warren Harris will keep this ball in and can attack down this right hand side. He's up against Tilney. Comes to the edge. He's going to try and get the ball. Hits it straight at Tilney's face. And it's out for a throw in. It's about 5 yards away from the corner flag. And Slough this time won't take a long throw in. They're going to just take it short. Someone's going to have to make an option. Throws it to Warren Harris. Back to Fraser. Gives it to Sear. Sear just on the edge of the penalty area. Drills it straight at McCowan. It's out for another throw. And Slough have just gone backwards in territory here. This time they are going to release it for Hollis. Hollis, long throw again aimed at Empire. Empire does flick it on this time. Falls to Stratton. He just can't control it. And Trotman has the chance to clear it on the far side for Histon. He does clear it well. Only as far as Benjamin. Benjamin's that first header. Sear does well to win the second. Fortune with the first one, but only as far as Stratton. Stratton gives it to Putman. Putman's on that left side. Plays a lovely ball in. It's almost an own goal by the captain, Rumans there. He's just slid in there and took the ball away from Charlie Empire, who looked like he was going to score. And Rumans has just deflected that literally about a couple of inches past that fence, the wrong side of the goal, though.
It's hard to tell if it was great defending or pure luck. But either way, just the way Charlie MP, who would be in there to tap it in.
Yeah, the result is that Slough have got a corner, and again, it's Putman to take this one on this near-hand side. It's going to be an in-swinging corner again by Putman. Just some Slough just changed their line up a little bit. It's well cleared, well won by Fortune. Come through on the far-hand side. Benjamin's up against Iensa. Benjamin does well to keep the ball in, and he's been sat on there, and he wins a free kick.
Taken quickly, it's lost by Slough.
Yeah, it's taken quickly, and Nicholson has the ball for Histon. He's been closed down now by Hollis. Good challenge back there by Guy Hollis, and then Guy Hollis just back heels it into the path of Iensa. And this time Sear wins the ball off Nicholson, and Hicks can bring the ball away for Slough. He's been challenged well by Trotman, and this time Root has the ball. This time Sear goes in with a good challenge. It comes to Benjamin. Some good challenges thrown in. Lovely ball there by Benjamin, just trying to find Stratton, but well spotted by Gerard. Gerard will throw the ball out quickly for Tilney. Tilney plays a long ball forwards for Iensa, but Hollis wins the ball. Up for Harris. Harris will go wide to Fraser. Fraser cuts inside to Sear. Plays some lovely 1-2 to Putman. Putman on this near-hand side now. Gives it to Warren Harris. Warren Harris has got Fraser in front of him, so they've got to be aware defensively. Gives it to Putman. Putman does well to turn McGowan in the centre of midfield. He's got Stonehouse. He's just run straight into trouble there. He's just got a pull. As you can hear that the Histon fans aren't too clear about that, but it's a clear pull back there.
There's a lucky free kick there, as he just lost the ball and he decided to run into, I think it was McGowan, and he got the free kick. Hicks is down in the centre circle for Slough. Not quite sure what's wrong with him at the moment. He seems to be doing a couple of stretches. Yeah,
Hungerford 2, Bedworth 0, the latest score in the Southern Premier League. I believe that Frome are down to 10 men against Biggleswade. But Slough have a free kick. It's about 35 yards away from goal. There's a 4-man wall for Histon. Slough have got 3 players lining up. They've got Putman, Benjamin and Stonehouse. Looks like Putman's maybe going to leave this one. As Ives just comes out of the wall for... No, maybe Putman is going to take this one. It is going to be Putman takes it from that far out. He hits it, shoot. It's in! Putman scores from 35 yards out.
Goal.
And the keeper will want to know how he got beaten by that. It wasn't the greatest free kick you'll ever see. It bounced low in front of Gerard. He should have maybe done better with that. It's gone in just bounced above his hands, and it's 1-0 to Slough.
Is that 2 free kicks in a week for Putman?
Yeah, 2 free kicks, and Putman scores again.
It initially seemed like it was too far out to shoot. It was right down the middle of the pitch as well. But Putman's had a go. It's gone round the wall, bounced in front of the keeper, and it's gone over him and into the back of the net for 1-0 Slough.
Yeah, and then Histon kick off, balls with Trotman. Trotman to McGowan. McGowan plays the ball out to Root. Root does well to keep it in, gives it to Trotman. Trotman does well to bring the ball forwards for Hicks. Does well to challenge and bring the ball forwards for Slough. He just barges Root off the ball. He's on that far hand side. He's up against Roots. He's still going. He's looking for a free kick there. The referee says no, and McGowan can clear for Histon. Looking for Ives. Ives up against Stonehouse, and Sears come over after Hicks had went forward. It's a throw in on the far hand side for Histon, which Trotman will take. Throws it towards Root. Root's got time to turn. He's going to look to come inside. Plays the ball to Ives. Ives closed down immediately by 2 Slough players. Ball's come back out to Root. Root's challenged by Empire. Empire gives away a free kick. And it will be a free kick for Histon, just inside the Slough half. This time they're going to send the 2 centre-backs forward. Rumans and Key both go forwards for this one. Charlie Empire runs back to help out in his defensive duties. It will be Fulcher to take this free kick for Histon. Long floated ball. Scott comes out. He's totally missed it. I think he's caught Ienso. Nicholson's tried to shoot there for the goalkeeper out. It's headed off the line by Sear and then flicked away by Fraser. And Ienso just got caught there by the goalkeeper. I think he got caught by knee in the back rather than
I think it was knee in the
punch
back
in the head as he came to clear it. But
as Mark Scott came to catch the ball right on the edge of his box, he missed it completely. It's gone out of the back. Tilney's had a shot. It's just a first time shot, and it's gone past Scott again in goal. I think it was Adrian Sear just off the line to clear it away for a throw in for Histon, as Oyerson is receiving a bit of treatment here.
Yeah, if you are losing a little bit of signal here, it's just the area that we're in. So apologies if you have lost a little bit of signal. But we're just re-log back in and it should be fine. As it is, it's a throw-in for Histon on this near-hand side. And we're just waiting for Ienso to just leave the pitch. It's a throw-in by Tilney. It's well flicked on there. And Benjamin can hook it clear for Slough, but only as far as the penalty area. Good challenge by Sear. And it'll come through to Rumans. Rumans trying to flick the ball in for Histon. Fraser with the header. It only falls as far as McGowan. McGowan can turn in the centre of midfield. He's closed down by Putman, but he's still got the ball. Trying to play the ball for Ives. Seen by Stonehouse. Stonehouse clears that one out. And it's out for a throw-in on the far-hand side.
And Oyerson is back on for Histon. He seems to be okay now. We've got about half a minute till half-time. Well, unless we get a bit of added time from the referee.
Yeah, ball's taken quickly. It's thrown to McGowan. McGowan for Histon does well to evade a couple of tackles. Gives it to Fulcher. Fulcher closed down by Strutt and good challenge by him. And he's trying to release Empire. Empire's got the ball. He's got Benjamin in front of him. It's he's got not much help. He gives it to Warren Harris, but that's a tough ball for Warren. Well to keep it in. He's now on the far hand side. He's got Fraser in the. He's got it's over the shot. Oh, what an effort by Strutt! And he's volleyed that with his back towards the goal. He's hit the crossbar, and Histon has cleared the ball, and that's going to be a free kick. I thought that was a corner, but what a touch by Charlie Strutton.
I think he got a slight deflection off Key, but I'm not sure. But yeah, it was a great shot, looking away from goal, taking the first time, has looped up, hit the crossbar, so unfortunately didn't quite fall to the Slough player in the box.
And Slough just coming a whisker away from making it 2-0 as Gerard takes this goal kick. And that is the half-time whistle here at the Glassfield Stadium. It is Histon 0, Slough Town 1. The goal coming on 41 minutes from Lewis Putman free kick, which was 35 yards out. It looks as if he was miles away from danger, but do you reckon the goalkeeper would say he should have done better?
I think he definitely should have done better. I think he had plenty of time to see the ball, see the flight of the ball. I think it's been beaten by the bounce. But Histon will be very unhappy with the referee, so he should have had a clear penalty from a Dan Hicks handball early on the first half. And I think neither of the managers will be happy with the referee. He's not made quite a few bad decisions, missed quite a lot of fouls, and we can hear a couple of Histon fans giving a few words to the referee, a couple of bits of advice. Yeah, the
Histon fans sitting around us giving the referee a little bit of vocal encouragement, I think the word is.
Yeah.
Is that the
We can't
correct
repeat the words I
terminology?
said.
We'll just try and go through some scores for you. We've got Biggleswade 0, Frome 0. That's a half-time score. In the FA Cup, and if it stays this way, that means that Tuesday's game will not be on. It's Cheshire United 0, North Lee 0. That's in the FA Cup. Just going to see if we can find some more scores for you. And again, our apologies if you have lost a little bit of signal. It's just the area where we are, unfortunately. Just let's see if we can find some scores for you. We're just as Will's dad Clive just comes over and they talk about what goes on in the first half. We'll just see if we can get some more half-time scores coming in. We've got, let's have a look for what we've got here. Weybridge are, Weymouth, sorry, 1-0 up. But there's been it looks like there's a long delay in that game, Weymouth versus Redditch, as they're waiting for an ambulance. So we're not sure if the game's still going on, but how long the delay is on that one. But that's at the Redditch Weymouth game. Bideford 0, Stratford Town 0 is a half-time score. Wimborne 0, Marlow 2 is a half-time score. Potters Bar 1, Aylesbury 0. St Ives 3, Leighton Town 0. Poole Town have gone a goal up. A second goal up away to Hastings United in the FA Cup. So it's Hastings United's 0, Poole Town 2. And we'll just see if we can get a few more. Half-time scores: Uxbridge 0, Chippenham 1. Beaconsfield 0, Royston 0. Southern League Central game: Arlesey 0, Egham 2. So there you go. If you've got the ticket 291, then that means that you've won the lucky dip prize here today. So if you've got that ticket sitting in your pocket, come here and claim your prize quickly. We didn't know what the prize was, but there you go. We'll try and give you some other scores from around that we've got. It's just a little bit hectic here from where our position is. We've got a lot of people walking past and a lot of people budging our table here and stuff. So we are apologising if you are losing some bits of streaming as people just stand in the way and just jump up and down and don't worry about anyone else. There you go. We're just trying to get some more scores for you. Frome are 0-0. Apparently Frome's goalkeeper has been sent off. Burnham 1, Bishop's Cleeve 1 is our half-time score. And we'll just go back to... Oh, flaming heck. Some people. And we'll just try and get some half-time scores. What we'll do is we're going to come off there for a couple of minutes then, and we'll come back to you with some of the half-time scores and then full coverage of the second half live here from the Glassfield Stadium, where the half-time score is Histon 0, Slough Town 0. Sorry, 1. Slough Town 1. Let's get it right. Histon 0, Slough Town 1. We'll be back soon. Good afternoon and welcome back to the second half of the live coverage here of Histon versus Slough, brought to you by Rebels Radio, brought to you by MyFootballClub and the Slough Town Supporters Trust. The Histon side are just coming onto the pitch now. We're a couple of minutes away from the start of the second half. I'll run through the half-time scores, not only in our league, but also featuring teams in the Southern Premier League who are in FA Cup action. There isn't a lot of goals around. In the FA Cup, Barwell 0, Kings Lynn 0. Chesham 0, Northleigh 0, Enfield 0, Hitchin Town 0, Hastings 0, Poole Town 2, Kettering 0, Bamber Bridge 1, Maidstone United 0, Dunstable 0, and Uxbridge 0, Chippenham 1. Those are your FA Cup games featuring Southern Premier League teams. And then in the Southern League Premier, again, not a lot of goals around. Bideford 0, Stratford 0, Biggleswade 0, Frome 0, Histon 0, Slough 1, Hungerford 3, Bedworth 0, Leamington 0, Merthyr 0, Porton Rovers 0, St Neots 2, and Redditch 0, Weymouth 1. So those are your half-time scores from around the ground today. What I'll do is just before the start of the second half, I'll run through the teams again for you. At the moment, doesn't seem to be any substitutions. So starting with the home side, in goal is 1, Denzel Gerard. 2 is Luke Trotman. 3, Ben Tilney. 4, Ewan Key. 5, and captain Danny Ruins. 6 is Curtis Fulcher, 7 George Root, 8 Tom McGowan, 9 is Josh Oyinson, 10 is Sam Ives, 11 is Jordan Nicholson, and for their substitutes, 12 Matthew Meacher, 14 Ryan Auger, 15 Jack Uttridge, 16 Rogan McGeorge, 17 is Nick Freeman. And then for the Rebels, Mark Scott in goal, 2 Sean Fraser, 3 Paul Stonehouse, 4 Guy Hollis, 5 Dan Hicks, 6 and captain is Adrian Sear, 7 and goal scorer Lewis Putman, 8 is Declan Benjamin, 9 is Charlie Empire, 10 Charlie Strudden, 11 Warren Harris, and the subs for the Rebels today were Adam Marlin 12, 14 Ryan Hope, 15 Gherkin Gockman, and 16 is Scott Harris. Will, your thoughts on the first half as it happened?
I think Slough probably had the better of the first half, but not as good as Tuesday night. We didn't control the game as much as Tuesday. We have created plenty of opportunities. Unfortunately, there haven't been too many clear-cut opportunities, but at the same time, Histon haven't created too much either. They've gone in once or twice, but haven't really troubled us. And although they will be complaining, they should have had a blatant penalty as Dan Hicks handballed it. It obviously right in front of the referee who missed it somehow. We're not quite sure how. And they will be complaining it should be 1-1 at half time, but Slough have got the advantage and they need to keep hold of it now. Neither side has made any change at half time, so
yeah, no substitutions for either side at the moment. Slough will have the second half kickoff. They will be shooting from right to left, going towards another bit of the covered stadium. The Slough fans have got their flags out and ready. The linesman is just coming back from this near hand side. He's a happy jolly fellow, he's smiling away. He won't be saying that when he gets some abuse from the Histon fans to our right. A Slough kick off and it's gone back to Benjamin. Benjamin will come to Hicks. Hicks brings the ball forwards for Slough, looking for the run of Empire. Empire up against Key. Key does well to come across. Long ball down the line. Hicks does well to win that touch and it's out for a throw on this near hand side. And the second half has started. And Histon have the throw, and Trotman will take it for them. Early in the second half here. Gives the ball to McGowan. McGowan gets the ball back to Trot. Up to Fulcher. Fulcher closed down by Empire. Fulcher can't keep that ball in, and that's out for a Slough throw. And the general sense of opinion, as Will said, seems to be that the referee has had an influence on this game. As Stonehouse throws the ball long. Strudden does well to call it, but it's well cleared by Fulcher for Histon. Only as far as Benjamin. Benjamin heads it towards Empire. Well won by Trotman. Stonehouse comes along for Slough. Key tries to keep it in. Fulcher volleys the ball forwards. Well won by Hicks. And
offside.
Oyinso is offside. And Slough are just going to slow the game down a little bit here. And going to try and eke out another way of getting some goals. So just no more goals as it's happened in the FA Cup. So as it stands at the moment, if it stays as it is, Chesham are drawing with Northleigh. That means Tuesday's Reading Shore Cup game will not be going ahead, as Mark Scott takes this free kick for Slough. Just chips this one over, but Nicholson will be able to clear for Histon, but only as far as Fraser. Fraser brings the ball down for Slough. Brings it back to Sear. Sear's ball played forward to MP to chase. MP on that far hand side. Does well to keep it. Gives it to Fraser. Fraser trying to chip the ball in. Strutton's up there against Trotman, and can Stonehouse keep it in for Slough? He can. He does really well. Good work there by Paul Stonehouse. He's got the ball. As someone just walks aside. He's still got the ball on this left hand side. He's up against Trotman. Gives the ball into Benjamin. Benjamin's just going to go past a couple of plays. He gets it onto his left foot. He shoots. It's come off key, and that'll be a corner for Slough. And Slough start the second half almost like they started the first.
Yeah, Stonehouse did well to keep the ball there and lay it off to Benjamin, who just got the ball away from, I think it was Fulcher in midfield. It was on his left foot. He tried to have a shot, but he was blocked immediately by Key for a Slough Town corner.
Putman goes over to take the corner for the Rebels. This will be an out-swinging corner this time. And Slough send forward Dan Hicks. And it's played in. It's a poor corner. It's not stayed in. And it's automatically out for a Histon goal kick. And I don't know what the goalkeeper's complaining about. He's complaining about something, but Gerard's got the ball. He's placed it down. And just waits for his teammates to get further forwards. As Gerard will take this goal kick for Histon. Long kick aimed again towards Ayinsa. Well won. It's come off Ayinsa. It's a Slough throw. It's on the far hand side. And people love walking in front of us, don't they?
Sorry?
People love walking in front of us, don't they?
Yeah.
Ball's thrown in. Empire flicks the ball on. It's cleared by Rumans. Only as far as Benjamin for Slough. Benjamin back to Empire. Empire trying to flick the ball for Strutton. Strutton trying to flick the ball out for Warren Harris, but well spotted by Histon, but they can't keep the ball. It's given to Fraser. Fraser gives it back to Warren Harris. Back to Fraser. Up for Empire. Empire leaves it for Strutton. It's cleared this time by McGowan, but only as far as Sear for Slough. Sear plays the ball for Stonehouse. That's a poor ball there. Stonehouse has had to come back. He's played the ball down the line for Putman. Putman up against Key. Putman's got it onto his left foot. He's going to try and put a good cross in there. It's well defended by Rumans again, but only falls as far as Putman. Putman on the edge of the area. Goes past Key. Gets the ball in. Oh, and it's one of those little cross shots. You're not sure if he's shooting, not sure if he's crossing. Neither of the two Slough strikers could get in on the end of that one, and it just goes past that far post.
Well, we've got a couple of calls for handball here from the Histon fans as the ball bounced up off of Putman's foot onto his hands. So lucky to get away with it.
Well, you couldn't really see it was his hand from our position because we had our back, but you guess it maybe looks like it had hit his hands. But
I'm fairly sure it did hit his hand, but possibly ball to hand. Anyway, it didn't fall. Nothing came of it, so it doesn't matter.
No, Gerard will take this goal kick again for Histon here at the Glassfield Stadium. This time again aimed for Ayinsa. Hicks wins that first header, but it's out for a throw on the far hand side. Played 4 minutes of this second half. It remains Histon 0, Slough Town 1. And Histon's got a throw with Tilney. Tilney to Ayinsa. Ayinsa does well to keep the ball in, but it's won by Harris. He's just fouled by Ayinsa there, and Slough will have a free kick. The Slough fans a little bit quiet behind that goal. And Mark Scott runs over to take this free kick for the Rebels. And it's right on the far byline, at 10-15 yards inside the Slough half. So all in orange. Mark Scott, long free kick aimed towards Putman. Putman up against Key. Putman does the first flick. It's well won by Trotman. Key will clear it only as far as Benjamin for Slough. Benjamin comes back, gives it to Sear. Sear immediately closed down by 2. Gives it to Hicks. Hicks looking for the ball over the top for Putman, but it's just over hit. And Putman can't reach that one. And it's a throw in for Histon on the far hand side. And the ball is with Trotman, I think. I can just see someone's hand in the way. They're just stopping. Yeah, Trotman with the throw for Histon. Long throw towards Ayinsa. This time it's won by Stonehouse. It will fall into the middle. Warren Harris up against Fortune. Warren Harris wins the ball. Flicks the ball overhead. Rumans heads the ball out wide to Nicholson. Nicholson will pick that up for Histon. Back to Tilney. Tilney, lovely little chip ball, but Warren Harris comes over for Slough. Heads that one out before it can reach Nicholson. And it's a throw in on that far hand side. Tilney will take. He takes it quick to Nicholson. Nicholson back to Tilney. Back to Nicholson. A little bit of play there. Plays the ball forward. Well spotted by Guy Hollis. It falls for Fraser for Slough. Fraser to Harris. Harris back to Fraser. Fraser knocks the ball in for Strutton. Strutton will pick that ball up out. And a good challenge by McGowan. It's cleared by Rumans, but only as far as Sear. Sear plays it to Benjamin. Benjamin into Putman. Putman's going to get it on his left foot. He shoots. And that one's a little bit wider of the goal.
Both teams have started well this first half, both playing some quick football, but neither team are really controlling the balls. Being lost after a couple of passes by each team, and a couple of early chances though for Slough, who haven't really made the most of them.
As Gerard takes this goal kick, aimed again to Iance, it's up towards Ives. It's cleared by... Yeah, Slough on a free kick there, much to the annoyance of the Histon fans to our right. Some goals for you in the FA Cup. Uxbridge 0, Chippenham 2, and Kettering Town 1, Bamber Bridge 1. So Kettering back in the game in that FA Cup game. It's a free kick to Slough. As Slough have a free kick, and they're not in a hurry to take it. The ball's just been kicked away by the Histon management team. I think just a bit of gamesmanship there by Slough. There's mixed up with the balls here at Histon. And we've played 7 minutes so far of this second half. It remains Histon 0, Slough Town 1. Slough have a free kick. Dan Hicks will take this. Aimed long towards Warren Harris on that far hand side. Up against Tilney. Warren Harris as well to win the first header, but cleared again by Rumans, who's had a very good game for the home team today. Fraser will take the throw in for Slough, almost on the halfway line. He's just going forward a little bit. Fraser with the throw up towards Empire. Empire just caught there, but he's won the first header. McGowan wins the second one. It falls as far as Strutton. Strutton heads it towards goal, but only comes out as far as Benjamin for Slough. Benjamin shoots. Oh, and he's hit the top of the crossbar again. And for the second time in the match, Slough hit the crossbar. Good play by Benjamin.
It's a great shot there by Benjamin. About 30 yards out. Caught everyone off guards. And he's hit the corner of the crossbar.
Stanchion. Do they call it the stanchion, don't they? I think
I'm not sure, really.
As the Slough fans make a little bit of noise here at the start of the second half. Gerard will take this goal kick, and Slough just trying to put a little bit of pressure on Histon here. As Iance up against Hicks. Hicks does really well to win that header. And Slough can't keep the ball in. It's out for a throw-in on this near-hand side, which Trotman will take. Trotman trying to take this throw. He's going to throw aimed towards Iance up against Stonehouse. Iance does well to win the first one. It comes across, and Ives has got it for Slough, but well tackled by Stonehouse, and Stonehouse as well plays it off Sam Ives, and it's out for a Slough throw. And Sam Ives at the home game, I know Slough won 7-1, but Ives really impressed me in that game with his continual running. And it's play forward. Root with the header. Sam Ives sticks the ball on. This time Hollis can clear Slough. Heads it into for Benjamin. Benjamin loses out to Fulcher. Fulcher trying to release Jordan Nicholson on that far hand side. Does well to shoot, but he hits it straight at Fraser. Good defending by the Slough number 2 there. And it can be brought away. It's out for a throw in though on the far hand side. Histon to take the throw. And Histon have the ball with Tilney. Tilney cuts inside, trying to find Nicholson. Nicholson's trying to make some space. He's got it onto his left foot. He shoots, and he's hit that one across the goal. A few feet wide of the Slough goal, but Mark Scott had that one covered, I think. But good play again there by Histon, and Jordan Nicholson seeing a lot of the ball.
So Nicholson's come out. Nicholson's been told is one who scored at Slough earlier in the season, and he's been very lively early on, causing plenty of problems for Slough's right hand sides. Taking a couple of shots early on.
Yes.
For Slough,
Substitution there for Histon. George Root comes on after playing 55 minutes. Coming on is Ryan Auger. He comes on 55 minutes. So first substitution of the game to Histon, and Slough can continue the game with Mark Scott with this long kick. Aim towards Empire. Empire beats Key to the ball, but only as far as Trotman. Trotman hits it at Putman, and it's cleared down the line by Histon, but Hicks does well to defend that one. Ball's played forward, and Key just led with his arm there a little bit. He's caught Strutton in the face, but Slough the ball with Stonehouse on this near hand side. Stonehouse turns. He's got to go all the way back to his goalkeeper.
Key was lucky though, because he did elbow Strutton. I think it was accidental though.
Yeah, long ball up the line for Warren Harris, up against Tilney. Harris does well to keep it in. Strutton comes across for Slough, trying to get the ball back to Warren Harris, but Tilney defends well. And Tilney's still chased down by Warren Harris, right in the corner flag there. And he plays the ball out. It's a throw in for Slough on that far hand side. And
Hollis is going to come to take this throw in.
Yeah, it's going to be a long throw this time for Slough from Guy Hollis. Hollis just winding up for a long one. Slough sent forwards. the players up through in towards Empire. Empire flicks it on, it does well. Near post, great save there by the goalkeeper, Denzel Gerard. Charlie Empire flicked that throw and it was going into the top corner, and somehow Gerard just got a hand to that and he's put it wide for a corner, but a very good reaction save by the Histon keeper, and he's really kept his team in it with a good save there.
It was a great header by MP. He's been sandwiched by 2 Histon players. He managed to get a great header with a bit of power towards the top corner, but as you said, great save there by Gerard to tip it around the corner of the post.
Dunstable in their FA Cup game against Mason United are down to 10 men as Slough have a corner. Putman takes his corner, puts it right into the danger zone. It's just deflected wide, and Stratton will get the ball for Slough. He's inside the penalty box up against Trotman. He's got Stonehouse in help. Stonehouse here to help him out. He's caught there, and Auger, his first touch is to give away a free kick, and much to the annoyance of the Histon fans, but Slough just not sure what's going on. It's going to be Stonehouse to take this free kick for Slough.
There's a definite foul there by number 14.
They've taken it quickly towards Benjamin. Benjamin gives it back to Stonehouse. Stonehouse will try and get the cross in. He's hit it straight at Auger, and that's a little bit of a waste of a free kick there. Yeah. Throw in for Slough on this near hand side, which Stonehouse will take. Gives it to Putman. Putman back to Stonehouse. Stonehouse gives it back to Putman. Putman will try and get a cross in. He does get a cross in. It's over the header. It's going to fall in the centre. Great defending. It's run to Empire. Shut and shoot. It's defended again. This time Rumans dives in. The ball's come through to Stonehouse. He overhead kicks it. And it's he saves it somehow and grabs the second ball. And Slough just couldn't get a decent enough contact on that one to make it 2. And they've tried to kick clearly. As the ball's hit Benjamin on the arm. And again, it sends the Histon fans here, but Stonehouse has the ball for Slough. Trying to look for Putman. Putman up against Key. Key brings the ball out, gives it to Trotman. Key with the ball. Closed down by MP. It's ball played forward. Hollis this time wins the header for Slough. And the ball's just played and Benjamin's in the middle up against McGowan. Benjamin just tried to push him out the way. Ball's with Fulcher for Histon. The Histon fans just totally can't understand what this referee's seeing here today. He's played the ball out to Tilney on the far hand side. Tilney looking for Nicholson. Nicholson up against Fraser. Nicholson does well. He brings the ball in. He gives it to McGowan. McGowan's got a bit of space. Releases Ives on this near hand side up against Stonehouse. He cuts in onto his left foot. He tries to get across in. Sear with the header. And the ball should fall to Warren House to clear for Slough. It's not the best of clearances by him. And Hicks comes over for Slough to try and head it out, but it'll only call as far as Auger. Auger plays it to Trotman. Trotman closed down by a couple of players. Gives the ball away. And Slough can't keep it. It's come to Ives. Ives up against Putman. Ives with the ball for Histon, going the wrong way from goal. This time he plays the ball to Auger. Auger looking to release the overrun of Trotman, and Trotman won't keep that one in. Just overhit a little bit. But the referee's not endearing himself to the Histon fans, is he?
No, definitely not. There was also a bit of panic and confusion in the Histon box about 2 minutes ago when the cross was put in by Putman and it bubbled around, fell to MP, took a shot. There was a great block by Key to stop him, and then it fell to Stonehouse, who had an overhead shot which went towards the bottom corner, which was then fumbled by the keeper, eventually cleared by Histon.
Yeah, Slough have the ball with Sear in midfield to Benjamin. Benjamin closed down by 2 players. And McGowan can bring the ball away for Histon. Histon got a chance here. It's 5 against 3. He releases Nicholson on this near house. He's tried to chip Mark Scott. He hasn't got the best on it. Mark Scott gets a hand to it and then can pick up the second ball. Good play. And again, Nicholson, the player, getting the
it's causing all the trouble there on that left-hand side. Slough got very lucky as he got caught in 2 minds and decided to chip the keeper. But Scott was equal to it and caught it quite easily. Yeah,
Scott, long clearance down. Empire flicks the ball on. It's won by Key, though, for Histon towards McGowan. McGowan trying to flick the ball on, looking for Ayinsa, but that comes through to Scott. Scott, good clearance down. That's testing one for Key. Key heads the ball out towards Ives here on this near-hand side. Ives up against Stonehouse. He's trying to turn him. Loses the ball to Benjamin. Benjamin for Slough. Has got the ball. And Benjamin trying to give the ball away. He's going towards his own goal. He's turning into danger. He's still got the ball. Goes back to his goalkeeper, Scott. Scott just chips the ball down the line. Strutting underneath this one up against Key. Key wins the first ball, but it'll fall through to Benjamin. Benjamin's just caught there by Ayinsa, but the referee says play on. So Slough have the ball on the far-hand side with Warren Harris. Warren Harris plays the ball inside to Charlie Empire. Charlie Empire's trying to turn. He's lost the ball to McGowan. McGowan can bring the ball out. But Hollis sees the danger, brings the ball forwards for Slough. Game's a little bit end-to-end. Hollis plays the ball forwards. It's been headed on by Rumans, but only as far as Putman. Putman's trying to get this onto his left foot. He's trying to go round Trotman. He's been closed down by 2 players. He's still got the ball, Trotman. Putman's just lost the ball there. And they're looking for Nicholson over the top. Nicholson's got a chance. He's 1-on-1. He's got the chance. Oh, and has he given a penalty? No, the referee says he's looked at his linesman, and that's what's happened is Mark Scott's got the ball. It was a challenge from Fraser and Hicks. Nicholson couldn't get to it. Some people called it for a penalty. The person that mattered was the linesman. The linesman said no way, and Mark Scott can kick the ball out for Slough. This game's starting to come to life. On the far hand side, Warren Harris has got the ball up against Ruman, gives it to Empire. Empire trying to release Warren Harris, but McGowan comes over for Histon, and McGowan kicks the ball out on the far hand side. Just some scores to update you with. Paulson Rovers 1, St Neots 3 is now the score. Leamington 0, Merthyr 0, as the Slough fans behind that goal make a little bit of noise, trying to encourage the Rebels forwards. Bideford 0, Stratford 1 is the latest score. As Slough have a throw-in on the far hand side. It's going to be taken by Hollis, again aiming for Empire. Warren Harris, the first one to the ball. He's got a chance to hit it. He hits it down into the ground, and it's come off a Histon player. It's a corner now to Slough.
So Histon could have been the second penalty of the day. They've had 0 in the end. It looked like Nicholson was being squashed by 2 Slough players. I'm not quite sure how the referee missed it, although he was about 50 yards away. The linesman should have seen.
He did look at the linesman. The linesman didn't give it. Putman's got the corner for Slough. This one's taken poorly. It's going to fall through. It's going to come as far as Stonehouse, and Stonehouse will immediately hood it back into Putman with a chance to get a decent cross in this time. Putman puts a bit deeper cross in. It's fallen to Empire. Em can't control it. It's cleared by Fulcher. Then McGowan boots the ball further down, and looks like Nicholson's playing a little bit further forwards when Histon don't have the ball, and Mark Scott will just let this ball run down into his feet. As we get some scores coming in. Burnham 1, Bishops Cleeve 2 is the latest score. As the ball's played forward for Strutton. Strutton just pushed over there by the captain Rumans, and a silly free kick from the captain to give away. Slough have a free kick on the far hand side. It's a little bit too far out for a Lewis Putman special, but
Fraser will cross the ball in.
Yeah, Fraser's going to take this one. Basingstoke 3, Chelmsford 1. So Basingstoke looking to progress further in the FA Cup. Fraser take this free kick for Slough. Plays it into the air. Charlie Empire's free header. He's made it 2-0. Empire's got a free header, and he's just looking in the face of Ivan Key, the defender who he's up against. They've had a good battle, and he's just stood there, looks at him and said, "You give me some space, that's what I'm going to do." Slough 2-0 up, and we have played 20 minutes here of the second half.
It was a great header by MP, who was running away from goal. He arched his back, got his head on it from a free header, and he's put it top corner. And the keeper had no chance in that one. Although Histon will be disappointed the defence didn't do better to close him down.
No, but Slough had some good chances in the second half, and this time they've taken it. It's now 2-0 to the Rebels. And Histon will be looking to try and get back in this game. Histon will have the kick-off. They have the ball with Auger. Auger goes back to Key. Key's immediately closed down by Empire. Empire's got the bit between his teeth. He closes down Trotman here now. Strutton comes over and joins the job as Key launches the ball down the side. Stonehouse does well to head the ball off the head of Sam Ives. It's a throw-in for Histon. Just 5 yards away from being level with a penalty area. It's taken quickly for Ayunza. Ayunza's got the goal side of Hicks. He's drilled the ball in, and Guy Hollis, good defending from Guy, just stuck his leg out there and hit that one over the top of the stand. And it's going to be a corner that Sam Ives will take for Histon.
Histon sending their tall centre-backs forward for this.
Yeah, and Slough will just need to defend, and Charlie Empire's making sure he's picking up Evan Key just to make sure he doesn't get a goal back after going 2-0. Ives with this free kick. It's well won by Hicks. It'll fall. It's come to Rumans for Histon. He's on the edge of the area. Gives it to Auger. Auger's first touch isn't the best. He's lost the ball. Stonehouse heads the ball out, and Benjamin will bring the ball out for Slough inside his own half, coming towards the halfway line. He's got Putman in front of him. Putman makes a run. He's up against Trotman. He's got 2 players closing him down again as Putman. He's still got the ball. Gives it back to Benjamin. Benjamin gives it to Stonehouse. Stonehouse back to Benjamin. Benjamin to Sear. Sear's just waiting for someone to come forward. He gives it to Putman, to Stonehouse. Stonehouse decides to go past Trotman. Good defending by the right back. He's done really well there as the right back. And then his pass isn't good. And Fulcher can't get it. Slough have a throw in on this near hand side. Slough looking to take it quickly. They throw it towards Empire. Empire on this left hand side. He's got Stonehouse with him. He's just, again, not the best pass. And it's now a throw into Histon. So not some poor passing going on here.
Yeah, just a second ago there's some good passing by Slough to keep the ball. But then after that it's been a bit dodgy and passes going just astray.
Yeah, Oyentse with the ball, gives it to Fulcher. Fulcher looking for Ives. Ives up against Hollis. Hollis coming over. Great defending there by Guy Hollis. He's done really well, and he just boots this ball out of the ground just to relieve a bit of pressure here. But Hollis and Hicks were quick to spot the trouble there. There's 2 balls on the pitch.
It looked like Ives was going to have the pace on Hollis, but Hollis turned on the afterburners and caught up. Then used his strength to get in between him and the ball.
Throw into Histon, which Trotman will go to take. Takes it quickly towards Ives, gets the ball back to Trotman. Trotman up against Stonehouse, brings it to Nicholson. Nicholson's going to look to shoot, and it's a good shot in! It's a go back, is it? He's offside? No, it's a go back. It's Tom McGowan. The ball came in, and Mark Scott just seemed to miss it a little bit. Didn't get the best of touches. It bounced back into the area, and Tom McGowan comes through on 67 minutes to get a goal back.
I think Nicholson's shot had a small deflection, which caught Mark Scott out, couldn't hold on to the ball, and it fell nicely to McGowan, did we say, which had a goal into an empty net.
Slough have the ball. Sear brings it forwards, but runs into trouble, trying to win ball back. Fulcher with the ball, looking again for Ives. Ives up against Hicks this time, and this time some good defending by Hicks. And this time you mostly can't hear us because of the Histon fans getting excited, but it's a free kick given away by Hicks on Sam Ives.
And the Histon managers in front of us saying that was never a foul. It was just 50-50. But the referee has seen that as a foul.
And Slough will need to defend here. They don't want to concede a second goal early after getting a 2-0 lead. They've conceded 1 goal quickly, and Slough just need to defend this better. The free kick will be taken by Auger. It's just past the edge of the penalty area. A one-man wall of Paul Stonehouse. The referee saying, wait for my whistle. Auger to take this free kick for Histon. Hits it into the box at the far post. It's come down in the area. Benjamin clears for Slough. And as far as Fulcher. Fulcher's trying to get a shot in. It's blocked. It's fallen to McGowan. Blocked by Slough. And this time Slough can bring the ball away with Benjamin. Benjamin, poor touch. But the ball will come to Putman if he can keep it in. He can't keep it in. And Slough have got to defend again. It looks like it's going to be a long throw by Trotman. He just takes it quickly to Auger. Auger's got the ball into McGowan. McGowan to Trotman. Trotman's going to try and break on the overlap this time. He's trying to get the crossing. This time it's cleared by Hollis. Only as far as Fulcher. Fulcher plays it out on the left-hand side to Tilney. Tilney can bring the ball forwards. Gives it to Algar. Algar turns away from goal. He's going to shoot from far. And this time Mark Scott, safe hands, keeps hold of the ball. But an amazing couple of minutes here at the Glasswell Stadium. Just in case you've missed the score, it is Histon 1, Slough Town 2. And Slough will need to just kill the tempo out of this game for a moment.
The Histon team has smelt blood and they're going for it now.
Yeah, and the score is Biggleswade 2, Froome 0, but Froome are with 10 men. Long kick down the field for Strutton to chase. It's come off Rumans. It will be a Slough throw on that far-hand side. And Slough just going to let Fraser take this one. Not going to let Hollis put it into the danger zone. And Fraser to take this throw in for Slough. Gives it to Sear, gets it back, goes back to Sear. Sear gives it back to Fraser. Fraser down the line to Warren Harris. Warren Harris trying to release Fraser, but he's played it behind. Nicholson can bring the ball out for Histon. Hits it straight at his own player, but gets the ball back. Long clearance looking for Ives. And Stonehouse does really well for Slough. Heads the ball back towards the goalkeeper, Mark Scott. And Scott will just take his time there as Oyentse had to go over. And Scott with a long clearance down the line. It's come off Tilney, and Slough will have a throw in on the far hand side. Slough just trying to take a little bit of tempo out of this game.
After Histon got that goal, they really upped the tempo, really passing the ball with a bit of pace, running up players, taking them on. But now Slough got the ball, trying to slow it down, keep control of the game, and not let Histon back into it.
Yeah, ball's been cleared. Oyentse wins the ball for Histon. And as far as Nicholson for Histon gives it to Auger. Auger's playing himself into trouble. Well tackled by Warren Harris and bring the ball with Fraser. Fraser eludes a couple of challenges on this near-hand side. Auger plays the ball in for Stratton. Stratton's got a chance to play in Empire. Empire's up against two. Key plays the ball out only as far as Putman. Putman wants it on his left foot. He shoots. It's blocked. Falls to Benjamin for Slough. Benjamin out to Harris. Harris is going to shoot from far. Oh, and Gerard almost drops that into his own net. He's very lucky there. He didn't catch it. It just rests on his body, literally on the line. And Gerard will clear the ball for Histon.
Gerard not looking too comfortable in goal.
Long clearance. And look at the shirt pulling there by Ayinsa. Not spotted by the referee. This time Hicks. And that's just... it's terrible because Ayinsa's pulling his shirt.
The linesman should have seen the shirt pulling. It was really obvious.
And he's pulled it back for a second foul as Hicks went to clear the ball. It's a free kick to Histon here. It's about 25-30 yards away from the Slough goal. It's going to be Auger and Ives. It looks like Auger's going to take this free kick for Histon.
And once again, the referee making a dubious call.
Yeah, he's made some dubious calls in the entire game, and that's definitely one of them. As Auger tries to chip the ball in. It's into the danger zone. It's going to be cleared by Empire. And looking for a penalty. And like Empire's down on the ground. He's been caught there. And
injury referee should stop the game.
Referee's going to blow. Yeah, he's got to blow up because Ayunso's got a yellow card for that challenge. So he's the first player in the book, and he's in the book on 72 minutes. So Ayunso just went to clear the ball there. And he's caught Charlie Empire, and there's a little bit of concern.
Charlie stayed down.
So we're just he's not inviting the physio on for Slough, so you don't understand what's really going on there. And he still hasn't let the physio on to treat him. And Charlie Empire still on the ground. He's just getting to his feet now as Benjamin does some headsy keepy ups with his head in the playing with the ball on his own. Empire's up, and is another yellow card coming out? Yep, Stonehouse I think is going to get a yellow card as well. Or not? I don't know if he's shown. I don't know who he's shown a yellow card to. He's got the ball. No one knows what's going on. I don't think the referee knows what's going on, actually. He's not made it clear what he's given. No one's sure what he's doing, whether it's a drop ball or what. It's strange here for the referees.
A lot of the players shrugging their shoulders.
Yeah, I think he's just going to let Histon kick the ball back to Slough. And well played there by Histon kicking the ball back. But again, the referee's just making some really strange decisions here. As Scott loops this ball up, not the best of clearances by Scott. Ball will fall to Sear in the midfield for Slough, crosses the halfway line. Bringing the ball forwards up to Putman. Putman's closed down by 2 minutes. He gives it back to Sear. And Sear's just caught there. And Histon fans not... But he clearly got caught there, did Sear.
Yep.
And this is the trouble when you sit in the middle of the opposition fans. Poulton Rovers 1, St Neots 4. Slough have a free kick at the end of this.
It's put the ball as far forward as he can.
Slough taking it quickly. It's gone to Benjamin. Benjamin in the middle here. It's being closed down by Auger. He's going to shoot. He hits Fulcher. Harris tries to win the ball on. Flick it on for Stratton. Stratton still keeps the ball in. He's inside the penalty area. He flicks it. Fulcher can clear for Histon. And only as far as Ives. Ives can't control that one, and it's out for a throw-in for the Rebels here.
We throw in 10 yards inside the Histon half.
I think it's Hungerford 5, Bedworth 1 is the latest score. As Slough take the throw in with Stonehouse toward Stratton. Stratton can't keep that one in, and it's back to us being a throw in for Histon. We've played half an hour of this second half, 15 minutes left. It's Histon 1, Slough Town 2. As Ayunso has just pushed Sear down now. It's happened right in front of the Histon fans. They're not happy about it, but
it was a blatant foul.
And Slough looks to be making a substitution, and Slough do make a substitution with 15 minutes left. Coming off is Charlie Stratton. Coming on is number 16, Scott Harris. So 15 minutes left of the game. Slough make their first substitution as Struddon's run himself ragged today. And Hicks is taking the free kick a couple of yards away from where it is.
You can't cheat fairly.
Hicks has just gained like 5 yards, and it's like as if it's the worst crime you could ever possess. In he's just smiling at the Histon bench there as he comes to take this free kick for Slough. So Hicks with the free kick, aimed up towards Harris. Scott Harris this time. Scott Harris flicks it on up towards Empire, and the ball's with Tilney on that left hand side. He hits it straight at Empire. It's set out for a goal kick on the far hand side to Histon. And the game's it's come to life the second half, hasn't it?
It definitely has. Both teams are going for the goals. Histon, since they've scored their goal, have really been going for it. Slough have been trying to control the game. They haven't been able to do so. They've created a couple of chances, but not too many in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, Gerard with the kick. It's well won by Hicks. Then it's won by Sear. And Sear's been clattered by McGowan. And that's got to be a yellow card for persistent fouling at least.
And he has been given it.
McGowan does get a yellow card for that. So he goes into the book on 77 minutes. And some of the Slough substitutes just warming up. And Slough are just going to take their time here. And Sear's back up on his feet. And Slough just going to send people forwards now, just going to wait. Hicks is trying to take this, but he's going to wait for the Slough players to get further on. And Hicks is to take this free kick. He's chips out towards Empire, up against Rumans. Rumans does well to win the first header, but it only falls as far as Warren Harris. Warren Harris on the far hand side, up against Tilney. Gets a cross into the far post. Trotman does well to head it, only as far as Putman. Putman inside the penalty area, up against McGowan. He's just chipped the ball in. Key this time with a header away for Histon, but only as far as Putman. Putman's going to have 2 men on him again. He's on this left hand side. He's trying to win a corner on that far hand side. He's got 2 players on him. He's still got the ball. He's trying to go past 2. It's clearly pulled back there, but the referee says no. They played the ball inside. Histon trying to attack. Stonehouse, good strong foot in. Comes for Trotman. Trotman clears the line for Ives. Ives flicks it on for Yunsa. Yunsa does well to control the ball. Up against Hollis. He's going to turn. Tries to run past. And this time he wins a free kick. Silly free kick there by Hollis to give away. And we played 79 minutes here. And Putman's just asking the referee why he didn't get a free kick. And Putman's just having a talking to. I think they're going to ask for Sear to come over. But Putman's just querying with the referee why he didn't get a free kick in the far corner when he's just awarded one for something that was almost the same kind of foul. So the referee is just pointing at various different things. It's score in the FA Cup just before quickly. It's Enfield 0, Hitchin 0 in the FA Cup as Auger takes his free kick 30 odd yards out for Histon, aimed deep, well headed clear by Hollis, only as far as Fulcher. Fulcher heads it back towards Auger. Auger this time puts another ball in towards it calls for Key. And Trotman has missed an open goal from 2 yards out.
I'm not quite sure how he did that. It seemed harder to miss than it was to score. All
he had to do was get some decent contact on it. In fact, it's great defending. It's just defending for the wrong team. Was it? It's Ironson. That's even worse. It's your striker that's done that, and it's his last touch of the game as Ironson goes off on 80 minutes, and he's replaced by number 12, who is Matthew Meacher. What, Meacher's hopeless? Sorry? Meacher's hopeless, or the referee? Oh, your number 9. I could see that, but he misses from 2 yards out. As the ball's come through, and Key with the clearance. And Ives can't keep it in. It's a throw into Slough. Slough just going to try and slow this game down a little bit, take the tempo out of the game. Stonehouse with this throw by the away dugout, looking down the line for Empire. Empire holds off Trotman, up against Key. Good battle between the two. Empire goes down, and that's a soft free kick. That's a very soft free kick, but Slough win a free kick in the corner there, not 5 yards away from the corner bit. Histon fans just definitely not enjoying the referee today. Mr. Kendall he won't be on the Christmas card list here at Histon, that's for sure. Slough have a free kick. Putman will take it for Slough. It's going to be an out-swinging free kick. He chips it into the area. It's going to go all the way to the back. It's come off McGowan. It's going to be a corner now on the far-hand side for Slough. Slough just trying to kill this game off here. They lead here with, I make it, 8.5 minutes left of this game at normal time. It's Histon 1, Slough 2. Putman goes over to take this corner. There is a penalty in the game between Chesham and North Lee. If Chesham score that and win the game, then Tuesday's game will be on. We'll wait to see if it comes up on Twitter. But as it is, Putman has a corner on that far-hand side. He aims deep towards Scott Harris. Scott Harris into the danger zone. Key clears for Histon. And Meacham will have the ball up against Fraser. And Fraser does well to win the ball. Out towards Putman. Putman's got the ball on the far-hand side. Gives it to Warren Harris. Warren Harris bursts inside to the box. He's going to play it in low. It's defended. It's only as far. Oh, Sears just touched it with his hand. And that should be a yellow card. The referee's just given a free kick. It's got to be a yellow card for deliberate handball.
The referee has finally spotted a handball.
And we're just going to wait to see. Chesham have scored. It's 1-0. Chesham 1. North Lee 0. So if it stays like that, Tuesday's game will be on. But if it does stay like that, we won't be commentating on that game. We're not going to be there on Tuesday night for the Reading Shore Cup, I'm afraid. We've got a penalty to Poulton Rovers as well. So all these games, this action's just going on. As Slough kick the ball long. Well won by Scott Harris up against Trotman. Trotman wins the ball off him. He's trying to look for the run of Ives. Ives playing the ball over. He's up against two Slough players. Hicks comes over and Stonehouse will clear, kicks it off Ives. And good defending there by Paul Stonehouse of Slough. Wins a goal kick for the Rebels. And it's just trying to kill the game off here. I didn't. There's an announcement. I didn't hear it properly. Something about don't leave.
If you park in the car park, you have to wait a few minutes later.
All right, you have to leave. Well, there you go. If you're stuck at home in the car park, you can't leave for about 5 minutes. As Slough take the goal kick, aimed towards Empire. It's flicked on by Key. Trotman with the clearance down the line, only as far as Ives. It will fall to Benjamin for Slough. To click down the line by Stonehouse. Empire flicks the ball on, and just a bit of misreading there between Harris and Empire as the ball's thrown out to Tilney. Tilney plays back to Rumans. Rumans poor touch. And it's not the best of clearances, and Slough will win the ball with Fraser on that far-hand side. He's going to cut inside, plays the ball inside for Empire. Empire trying to play it past Rumans, trying to get a free kick. Ball's played down for Nicholson on this left-hand side for Histon. He's up against Seary, does well to cut inside, plays the ball back into Fulcher. Fulcher looking wide for Ives on the far post, but Stonehouse will see that one. Only as far as Auger. He believes it back to Trotman. Trotman on this near-hand side, back to Auger. Auger being closed down by Benjamin, does well to get it to Trotman. Good challenge there by Putman. It's out for a throw-in on this near-hand side. As Auger has the ball, it's won by... Yeah, good challenge there by Putman, and he's won a free kick. Portland have scored, so it's Poulton Rovers 2, St Neots 4. In the FA Cup, it's Uxbridge 0, Chippenham 3. FA Cup score again, Basingstoke 4, Chelmsford 1. Hastings United 0, Poole Town 2 is another FA Cup latest score. As Slough have a free kick, and Mark Scott's just checking.
We've got 5 minutes left, but we'll have plenty of added time.
There it is. We've got 5 minutes here, plus whatever the referee adds on for injury time. Scott with this long kick, aimed again towards Empire. Empire up against Rumans. Rumans wins that first ball to McGowan. McGowan overhead kicked up towards Meacher. Meacher's won the ball. He's trying to turn. He gives it to Nicholson. Nicholson gives the ball to McGowan on the overlap. Scorer of the goal for Histon. He's up again, gives the ball to Auger. Auger can turn for Histon. He's going to try and go wide. He gives it to Nicholson. Nicholson takes the ball. Trying to release on the left-hand side. It's cleared by Slough, and Tierney comes over and wins it for Histon. The ball's played in. Stonehouse with a good clearance. Slough can't keep the ball out. It's fallen to Hollis. Hollis this time clears the ball long and out of the ground. And it's a throw-in for Histon on the halfway line, on the far-hand side. Slough hanging on here with 4 minutes plus whatever the referee adds on. Histon 1, Slough 2 is the score. As Histon take it quickly for Auger. Auger got the ball back to Tilney. Tilney down the line, but only as far as Hollis, and Hollis can clear this one for Slough. Again, he doesn't keep it on the pitch. It's another throw on the far-hand side. It's just coming over a little bit dark here.
There's a wasted clearance there by Hollis. He had plenty of time on the ball and he's kicked it straight out for a throw-in.
And Rumans takes it quickly to Key. Key comes across to Trotman. As Slough trying to close the ball down. Trotman's closed down. He goes all the way across the goal to Rumans on that far-hand side. Histon playing the ball out from deep. Back towards Key. Key's got Auger in space against it. He's going to go and play the ball long down the line towards Trotman, who's made a good run. And Stonehouse wins the ball. It's clearly come off Trotman. As Histon take the throw quickly with Nicholson. Nicholson up against Stonehouse. Sorry, it's a big iron floodlight just in the way. Trotman's got the ball. He turns Putman well, trying to get into the box up against Stonehouse. Trotman hits it straight at the defender, and Putman can clear for Slough. And it's a throw-in for Histon, about 25 yards away from the Slough goal. Slough just defending strongly here, as Trotman will take the throw. Throws it towards Key. Key closed down by Yumpe. Back towards Trotman. Trotman's got a chance to put a cross in. He's put a really good cross in, but that will be Mark Scott's. He catches the ball and then dives down on the floor, as all goalkeepers do nowadays, to waste a little bit of time. Get up, man, and get on with it.
Slough will be trying to use up as much time as they can here to hold on to this result.
Yeah, so Scott's going to take this free kick. He just rolls it outside his penalty area. A long kick aimed up towards Scott Harris. Scott Harris can't control it properly. It's out for a throw. And Slough just got to be a little bit... There's a substitution here for the Rebels. And coming on is Ryan Hope. He will be replacing the goal scorer for the first goal of Slough, Lewis Putman. So Hope comes on, and I make it. We've played 88 minutes. So Ryan Hope will just come in just to shore the midfield up there a little bit for Slough. Slough just got to ease these last couple of minutes out of this game to come away with this victory. Histon have a throw in on the far hand side. Tilney with the throw. Aimed towards Meacher, but it's well won by Warren Harris. It's come through to Benjamin. Benjamin flicks the ball back. Scott Harris up against Fulcher. It comes back towards Benjamin. Benjamin can bring the ball forwards for Slough. He's got the Hope on his far hand side. He's being manhandled there. Gives the ball to Sear. Sear goes wide to Fraser for Slough. Fraser's first touch isn't the best. He's lost the ball. And Auger can bring the ball forwards for Histon. He's trying to look for Nicholson. Nicholson, he can't control the ball. And it's out for a throw-in. And Slough just going to try and kill a little bit more time here on this near-hand side. It's 44 minutes of the second half gone. They're going to let Hollis take this throw, who's going to get a little bit of distance on this throw. Charlie Empire will be the target, as it looks like it's going to pour down. It's flicks on. Empire can't keep the ball in. It's a throw-in. McGowan's going to give it. It's going to take Trotman to take the throw. Trotman's just taking his time. He throws it to Key. Key closed down immediately. Puts the ball in, but he can't keep that in. And it's a poor clearance there.
As the time starts running down.
Yeah, Hollis will take the. It's only a. This is only a latest score. Arlesey 0, Egham 7. And bear in mind, Egham beat Uxbridge 7-0 away only 10 days ago. They're certainly in the goals there at Egham. Arlesey 0, Egham 7 is the greatest score. As Histon play the ball through. Sam Ives knocks it on, but no one up front for Histon. And Mark Scott will take that into his arms and waste a little bit more time.
We're going to have 4 minutes of added time, I heard. We're about to start that now.
As Mark Scott's got the ball in his hands. He's aiming long towards Empire. Empire up against Rumans. Rumans does well again to win the ball. This time Hope wins the ball for Slough. Key up against Scott Harris. Scott Harris and Trotman up against... It will come through to Slough. Slough will keep the ball with Ryan Hope. Plays it into Empire. Empire's going to play the ball to Scott Harris. Just on the edge of the penalty area here. Scott's going to go into the corner. Wasting a little bit of time. He's got two players on him. He's still going to look for a corner. He's going to get one. It's cleared by Trotman. Trotman can bring the ball away for Histon. He's closed down by Hope. Fulcher will clear the ball for Histon, only as far as Sears. Sears controls it and then loses the ball to Ives. Auger looking for the run of Nicholson on this near hand side up against Stonehouse, but Stonehouse comes across. He does well and he plays it off Nicholson to win Slough a throw in on that near hand side, but Slough are penned in right into the corner, right by that corner flag.
We've still got 3 minutes to go. Can Slough hold on?
Yeah, Hollis is going to take this throw in again. They're going to again look for the height of Charlie Empire. Slough just trying to kill this game off here. Last couple of minutes. We played 46 minutes. Empire wins the ball. It's going to fall for Scott Harris. Scott Harris will try and release his brother Warren, but that's a wasted ball. And Tilney will do well to race it back. Gerard, poor clearance by him. And Scott Harris gives away a free kick in the centre of midfield. It's a free kick. And the Slough management team just getting the Slough players to go back. Charlie Empire's going to... Gerard's going to take this free kick. It's almost in line with the... penalty area, centre circle. Gerard takes this free kick for Histon, and Slough let the ball run. They're going to let it run all the way out. It's going to be a goal kick to Slough. Slough eat up a little bit more time. Full-time score in the Southern Premier League is Biddeford 1, Stratford 1. And we've got a full-time score, Biggleswade United 3, Frome 0.
Mark Scott taking his time once again. Got 2 minutes
In fact, it might even be 4 in Biggleswade. They just scored 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes by the looks of it. So Mark Scott's going to take this goal kick. He's just wasting a little bit of time here. We play 47 minutes. Scott Harris up against Rumans on that far-hand side. Tilney, on that far-hand side. Tilney does well to clear down the line. Hollis comes over to head it off Eyes, but Eyes will win the ball. He's going to chase it into the box. He's going to come in. He's played the ball into Meach. It's behind him. And Sear can clear for Slough. It's going to be a corner. But that looks a dangerous proposition there for Histon. Slough trying to hold on here. 2 minutes of injury time already played. Histon sending everyone forwards. They're not going to send the goalkeeper forwards. Key goes forwards. It's a corner on the far-hand side. It's Ives to take it for Histon. Slough got to keep this out. It's gone near post. Stonehouse with the first header clearance. It only comes back out as far as Ives. Ives gets a second chance to put it in. He goes back post. It's too long of everyone. And out for a goal kick. And that's the final whistle. So the final whistle here at the Glasswell Stadium is Histon 1, Slough Town 2. And Slough win 3 games on the road for the first time since October 2014. And now the Slough fans make a lot of noise behind that Slough goal. But this was a very, very good game. The second half, particularly, both teams really came into it.
Yeah,
good game.
And Slough held on just about in the end for a 2-1 win, a very good win. But Histon fans will feel themselves quite aggrieved that they should have had a penalty in the first half. And they'll claim they should have had a penalty in the second half as well. Both of them turned down by the referee. And Slough Town come away with the win, with 2-1, with Putman and MP with the scores for Slough Town and McGowan for Histon. It's a very important 3 points there for Slough, which will help pull them away from the relegation zone. And it'll bring their
just as all the Slough players walk off and just get some applause to the Slough fans behind that goal. Histon will be pleased with their performance. The Slough fans make some noise now as the players go over. Some latest scores or full-time scores for you in the FA Cup. Basingstoke 4, Chelmsford 2, Blackfield 0, Maidenhead 1. It's an FA Cup. Full-time score. 2 minutes to go. It's Hastings United 0, Poole Town 2. The final score from Biggleswade was Biggleswade 3, Frome 0. Final score from Beaconsfield 0, Royston 2. Final score in the Southern Premier League, Poulton Rovers 2, St Neots 5. So we're just trying to see if we can keep you up to date with the Chesham score. Chesham have won 2-0. So they've gone into the 4th qualifying round of the FA Cup. That means that Tuesday's game, home to Chesham in the Reddenshaw Cup, will be on. And just as a little reminder, don't forget, we won't be broadcasting from that game. It'll take up too much data. We'll bring you the league games and the FA Trophy games. We'll think there'll be a bit more for you. But Tuesday, Slough look to continue their winning run.
Yep, and it'll be a game which doesn't have too much importance, as the League Cup won't be a priority, which will allow the players to play with a lot less pressure and hopefully express themselves and play like they did last Tuesday night, control the game.